Hello and good morning, everybody, for this final morning of Frost Fatales. I am the RPG Chick, and I am super duper excited to be here for y'all to kick things off this morning. And I am joined by my amazing co-commentator, Netara. Hi,
Hello.
Netara.
Hi, how are ya in this definitely morning?
Well, okay, for me it's morning. And our amazing host for this run, purpleghostkasper. Hi, Casper.
Hey, hi, I'm so excited to be here.
So, Casper, is there anything you want to say before we get started?
Nope, I think we're ready to kick off Frost Fatales, the last day, with some Final Fantasy. Take it away, RPG.
Heck yeah. So, I think I'm ready. Netara, are you ready?
Born ready.
All right, let's do this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Woo! So welcome everybody to Final Fantasy 2. Wait, no, sorry, got it. It's Final Fantasy 4. They got the numbers right.
Why ever would you make such a silly mistake?
It definitely has nothing to do with the Super Nintendo release order. But for those who are confused, yes, this was originally released as Final Fantasy 2 for the Super Nintendo back in the 90s. And we are finally getting, well, not finally, it is part of the Pixel Remaster set, Final Fantasy 4. And it is super fun, and we're getting to learn an entirely new speed run with all the Pixel remasters. So now we get to showcase this one.
Yeah, if y'all haven't had a chance to try out the Pixel Remasters, I highly recommend them. They're all pretty heckin' amazing, especially now that all 6 are out.
Yeah.
But the graphics have been redone, retranslation, and new, as you can hear, amazingly upgraded music.
The music is so good.
Yeah, there is some random hit bangers that we're going to come to as we go through this run, but all the music is just upgraded and rearranged and beautiful.
It is. Now, just a quick bit of business. As you've probably seen, and in case you haven't, there are a bunch of naming incentives for this game. We have a whole bunch of characters, and we're going to try and name them all. Now, the first 2 characters we're going to be naming will be Cecil and Kane. We have about a few minutes before we're going to have a scrolling cutscene. That scrolling cutscene is going to be the cutoff for you to get donations in for those first 2 names. So we'll let you know once we're almost there, but if you want to name Cecil or Kane anything different than what's already there, now's your chance.
If you've seen the SNES versions of the No 64 run, this is pretty similar to that in terms of what we actually go through in the game. There is no more stair glitch from what I understand, unfortunately, so no CW is not a thing anymore.
To quickly explain those designations, we're both originally from the US Super Nintendo speedrunning community for this game. So no CW stands for no credits warp, meaning we don't do our magic glitch tricks to get right to the credits. In that run, in fact, we take 64 sets of stairs to break the game and skip the last third. The No 64 run is the whole game. It doesn't have that particular major glitch in it, but it still has some magic in it, all of which has been patched out and not included in this version. So, I don't think there's any glitches. RPGC will have to correct me, but we're just going straight through this game, beginning to end, in about 3.5 hours.
Yeah, if you've ever seen the FF4 run for the PSP version, it's similar in terms of the fact that there are not any glitches, as Netara said, but the way that we get through the end game is very different from that.
Oh my gosh, so much different. It's fabulous.
But Netara, why don't you tell us what the heck is going on right now? Because there's a lot of story.
There's story in this game? Oh my gosh, who was going to tell me? So, our lovely armored folks here, we have Cecil, who was until just now the captain of the Red Wings, the Kingdom of Barons fleet of airships. They stole a crystal. They just got back from a mission stealing a crystal from the magical town of Mysidia. And Cecil's like, should we have done this? why are we getting these crystals? And the king is like, no questions, only crystals. And Kane came in being like, hey, maybe Cecil's right? And the king's all like, okay, fine. You're not going to be the captain anymore. You're now on mail delivery. Take this ring, bring it to the summoners who live nearby in a village. Kane, go with him. You're powerful. Just go deliver some mail. That was your girlfriend who was just like, hey, you're back. Let's chat. And Cecil's like, later. This is the ever wonderful Sid. He is an engineer of the Kingdom of Baron, and he's just like, hey, how you doing? How's my airship? And Cecil's like, gotta go. So he's going to have a bit of a nap. And here we see just how cool Cecil is. He doesn't put on bedclothes. He sleeps full armor. No comfort, only Dark Knight.
Gotta be ready for all of those random encounters in the castle.
Yeah, exactly. So Rosa shows up and is like, hey, what's wrong with you? Cecil, do you need a hot drink? And Cecil's like, no hot drinks, just sadness. And she's like, a hot drink can make you feel better. And he's like, no, I can't. And she's like, whatever, I'm gonna go get a coffee, bye. Yeah, Cecil, much to the name of his class, is kind of going through the beginning of this run. He is very sad. Okay, so this is literally the last chance. You can try and sneak in a name, but you don't want to risk it if it doesn't get in on time. We're about to start our beautiful scrolling cutscene, and that is also an excellent time to read any donations or any notices that we might have, Casper.
Alrighty, to kick off today, we have a poem. We have $89 from Waliza that says, drinks, cold, are you ready? Here we go. Soft drinks, lemonade, water, cold tea, it's up to you. It's up to me. Cold drinks come in 4 cups. You gotta know the size before you fill it up. Biggie, medium, small, kids meal. Keep it straight, it's a good deal. Use the scoop. To fill with ice, never use the cup, take my advice. For soft drinks, fill the ice halfway. No matter the size, that's what I say. Tilt the cup and push against the lever. Keep the phone down, now isn't that clever? If there's still foam, let it settle down. Don't pour it off or your boss will frown. When you reach a 1/4 inch from the top, that's where you want to stop. The customers say they want to stay, put the drink on the left-hand side of the tray. If the order's to go, put the lid on tight. Make sure it pops, do it right. Hand that drink to the coordinator and tell the guest you'll see him later. Oh, don't forget to put a smile on when you serve cold drinks. Ha! Always say thank you to the guests. Yeah, you're the one that can make the difference. For lemonade, things stay the same. Half full with ice, I said it again. Fill the juice to the 1/4 inch from the top, just like you did the pop. Water is a courtesy to our guests. Use a small cup, you know the rest. Now it's time to serve cold tea, but the ice is different. Listen carefully. Instead of half full, fill it all the way to the top. Add the tea and ask for the lemon. Put it here, now that's a given. Cold drinks, that's all there is to it. Go ahead and try. I know you can do it. Thank you so much for that donation, Eliza.
And perfect timing, because we now need Cecil and Kane's names.
Absolutely, let's check on that. Alrighty, it looks like Cecil. Their name will be Steve.
And capital S or?
Capital S.
I love it.
And for Kane, we got Old Trusty.
What?
Old Trusty, it says OLTRUSTY, our Old Trusty.
All one word, capital O?
Mm-hmm, and capital T.
Okay, I gotta fix that.
You can scroll back. That's
I
real.
know, it's so
that's
nice.
real. That's the speed tech right there.
All right, I think I have it right. So let's go.
Fabulous. So, giving everyone a heads up, you have until we get to Kaipo for the second time in order to get those names in for Rosa, Rydia, and Edward. But now, for any of you who played the original game, might not know about this Chocobo Forest. we're actually going to take advantage of a few of those because walking is boring, and even with the faster dash speed of the Pixel Remaster, we ain't got time for that. So we take a chocobo, and we're not going to worry about it. So here we are to the Mist Cave. We're not fighting anything in here. Actually, for most of the run, we're not going to be fighting anything. There are going to be a few specific examples where we want to gain some extra levels on characters, but for here, we're just running on through, being told by mysterious voices to please leave, and we're going to go, nah, we're fine. No, we're here. We're good. We're going to keep going, thanks.
In terms of a little bit of mechanical stuff, the Pixel Remaster versions have kind of an auto battle fast forward thing. So what you see me doing is kind of turning it on to speed up the ATB so that we can run away faster, and then putting it back on afterwards to speed that ending runaway animation up a little bit as well.
Yeah, so it's turn it on even before we put in commands. Put in the commands, the auto battle will remember those commands, and so you just leave it running for as long as you need until you either need to make a change or something comes up. In this battle, the Mist Dragon will be changing into its mist form. While we take a little bit of damage if we attack the Mist Dragon, the real problem comes in with the extra text. We don't want that. That is a waste of time, means we have to wait longer to go back to regular form. So make both of our characters defend, put that auto back on, and now that they're back, we send us both to attack and jump and just let auto battle do its thing. Much faster, less button pressing. Mwah, chef's kiss. Though I do miss timing the Kane's jump to the music, but auto battle, it's great.
Yeah, if we get enough people involved in this run, we also have to change the introductory meme question.
We didn't do that, did we?
No.
But why did the monsters keep increasing, therpgchick? Why?
It's because I don't have sub 3 yet.
Gotta get that sub 3.
But now I think the question is altered a little bit because of the change in translation. So now it's, why isn't Baron using its resources better?
Oh gosh. That's actually an easier question to answer.
Really? I was one hit away? Heck.
That's rude. Mist Dragon, that's not very nice. We didn't like that. So we got some levels, woo. No glitches here again. We just have to walk in town, and there's a cutscene that gets triggered immediately. There's no way to access this town in this version until much later in the game. So it turns out that ring we were told to deliver was a bomb ring. The king is just like, nah, the summoners are too powerful. We have to destroy them. And so they're like, oh, heck. Oh, no. This is why we came here? This doesn't make anything better. So they see a poor dead woman and a child at her side who's like, yeah, this is my mom. And they're like, oh, that dragon we killed, that was a summon. And when you kill a summoner's summon, you kill the summoner. So we just killed this little girl's mom, along with bombing her town. Good times. We're good people. And Kane's like, yeah, no, we gotta do this. And Cecil's like, excuse me? And Kane's like, nah, just testing ya. It'll be fine. But weirdly, this child doesn't want to go with you. No matter how much you're like, no, it's okay, we'll protect you.
I can't imagine why she wouldn't want to come with us, though.
Well, exactly.
I mean, look how cool we are.
We are pretty cool, but I will say that 7-year-old child is one of the smartest people in this game, which is terrifying because she's 7.
The children in this game are definitely much smarter than the adults.
Much smarter than the adults. And again, it's terrifying because they are way too young. Anyways, so unfortunately for us and the landscape, she has access to summons already. And in her fear, Summon Titan blew down the mountain and Kane disappeared. Bye, Kane. So this town we're heading to is Kaipo. This is the first time we're coming to Kaipo. We have a basic battle coming up. It's press A to win, or in this case, press A once, press auto battle to win, of some soldiers who are going to attack Rydia. It's really no big deal. The hardest part about this town is leaving, because if you leave without doing a particular plot point, you'll have to come back.
That's the one skip you don't want to do.
No one's done that skip accidentally in a run ever. It's never happened.
Nope, not ever.
It's only a rumor. You can't prove it. So yes, now we have some high-res soldiers to go along with that high-res water. And they're just like, hey, we found you! The king wants that girl dead. And Cecil's like, I've done enough evil for today, I think. I'm gonna say no to that. And the soldiers are like, okay, we'll beat you up. It'll definitely be no challenge. No challenge for Cecil, that is. Or Steve. Yeah, he just went, yeah, bye. So some of the translations from the original game did make it through here. Some of them did not. And I find it interesting which ones did and didn't. But for the most part...
It almost feels like they kept some of the ones that were, like, super popular, like one that we're going to be seeing in a little bit.
Oh, yeah. That one's definitely been changed. It's not there anymore. Don't worry about it. But yeah, you'll have to play it yourself, which I recommend highly. Casually, these games are amazing. All of them. Play them. But yes, we're going to go and say, oh, hey, so here's a question, chat. We only just got here ourselves after a mountain collapsed behind us. But our girlfriend Rosa somehow got here before us and got sick in the desert, because that's what happens if you're not careful in the desert. How? How did she do it?
Magic.
Could be magic. She doesn't have teleport yet, though.
Still magic.
Still magic. Speaking of magic, here's the wonderful sage, Tella. He's a really good person. He's here trying to get through this cave, which has a monster at the end, and he's too weak to get through. Because his daughter ran off with someone he didn't like, and he needs to stop her because he knows better. We love Tella in this house. We have some strong opinions. Yeah, we have some strong opinions on the characters in this. And by we, I mean I.
Telelife is a thing for a reason.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's true. Also, look at her. Look how cute her design is in this. Like, Child Ready is cute in all the versions, but they really did a good job on a lot of the design updates here.
They did. Mm-hmm.
I really did.
I appreciate all the new sprite work, honestly.
Right? So while we're having a quick nap and a chat, Casper, let's throw it back to you.
Absolutely. We have a $25 donation from Chaos Subalu that says, Cat Island, Cat Island, Cat Island. That's right. We actually have an incentive after this run for the Celeste custom maps for Cat Island bonus run. And this run is really, really cool. We're about $4,000 away from it. So chat, let's get us to Cat Island bonus run. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, we need that.
We need to pet cats.
We need that.
That's mandatory.
Yeah, it is absolutely mandatory. We are big cat lovers here. Why am I in the chat? That's a secret. That's a secret I can't tell you. So we're just running through here. There aren't many items that we are going to pick up. For the most part, we are running from everything and skipping all the chests because this is a speed run. You know, we don't want this stuff. However, one of the main exceptions is in this room. We're going to be opening 2 of the chests in this room. And something about this run that you are going to see differently from some of the other runs, especially the regular Super Nintendo, if that's what you're used to, is we have all the Japanese items. And we are going to take advantage of those because some of those are very, very good. Now, we're picking up that Shadow Blade, which is an upgrade for Cecil. Not only is the next boss coming up weak to the element of that sword, it is one of the very few upgrades he's going to get in this beginning part of the run. And as you're going to see later, he needs all the help he can get. So we need that sword. Plus the hourglass we picked up is a beautiful item, which stops enemies. It doesn't tend to work on bosses, but for some of the random encounters we are going to have to fight, it is incredibly useful, or for certain bosses. So we'll try and explain those items as we pick them up, but yeah, they're real cool. So Rydia here has taken some damage. Unfortunately, we don't really care. Picking up these 2 chests, getting some more armor for poor Steve. He needs it. And picking up the Hermes shoes, which are a haste item. So, as you would guess, that's going to allow us to do more hits, and we like that. We have also fully unequipped Rydia. Especially in the early part of this run, we're going to be letting some of our characters die, or purposely killing them. This is both going to speed up the fight, because we're not going to have to worry about them having turns, but it is also going to help with the experience, because experience is shared between all of the living characters. So if a character is not alive, they don't get a share of the experience. So the experience you get is only shared with the people who are left alive. So for the beginning, at least, Cecil's going to be getting a bunch of that. Some characters we're going to leave alive either because we want them to get that experience as well, or simply for marathon safety or run safety. You don't get experience if you're dead. So yeah, let's try not to redo that. And yes, the Hades armor is the original name for the black armor. A lot of the names got changed in the US version. Yeah. So welcome to Octomam, or Octomammoth. This boss has 8 arms and is, at the beginning, the fastest boss in the game. 3 hits will kill the first arm, 2 hits for every arm thereafter. For every arm that Octomammoth loses, Octomammoth slows down, which is something we desperately want. We didn't worry about Rydia there. Tella helped us a bit with some lightning to start to get a bit of extra damage, but then he killed himself off because, again, he's not helpful here. Now that we're down to 1 arm, we're going to let Steve just take care of the rest, and he is just going to very handily take care of this boss. So it's no big deal. Yeah, we're kind of ruthless to Tella in every version of this game, because when he's useful, he's very useful, and when he's not, he's really not.
At the very least, because there aren't the same glitches in this version as there are in the SNES version, we don't have to worry about Tella life.
Yeah, there's a problem in the Super Nintendo version where he, like, misses things, and we're just like, please stop. Please, Tella? Tella, no.
I was like, I know you're old, Tella, but I need you to do your thing, please.
Yes. Please do your job. So here we are to Damsian, the kingdom where Tella's daughter has run off to. We were heading here because the Damsian royalty has access to the medicine that Rosa requires to heal her desert sickness. And it just got bombed by Baron because, oopsie, they also have a crystal, and Baron wants those. So, but before we go and check on this poor kingdom, we're going to do a little bit of treasure hunting. So, a few key items we want to get here in this secret room. Those elixirs especially are very much so going to be helpful. You don't really get a chance to buy those in this run, or by the time you do, they're both way too late and way too expensive. So, we're going to pick up the few we need early on and kind of build up as much of our inventory as we can that way. But now, I think there's something I'm supposed to be reminding Chad of for this. Do you remember what that is?
I think it has to do with utensils.
But what kind of utensils? There's so many. Chad, can you help us out? What are we looking for here? Oh, we found it! You spoony bard! You spoony bard. Yes, I could give you the link for the resources for the Final Fantasy IV speedrunning community. However, I believe links are blocked. So if there's a mod who wants me to whisper them so they can do it, let me know, and I will send them that info. Because yes, there is a very active community for all the versions of this game, and we definitely want any and all folks who want to join in whichever category.
And if the font is an issue for you, just so you know, it can be legally swamped for the SRC board for the JP font for a bigger size if it's a little bit straining on your eyes. It is 100% legal to run it that way now.
Yeah, and a lot of the Pixel Remaster communities are doing that because all versions of it, like, it comes with the Japanese font. It just uses, by default, the English font. But using the Japanese font doesn't change the English language. It just changes how it displays, and it's much bigger and easier to see. So it is fabulous. We like it a lot. This is the original font, though. So if you don't find it bad, there you go. But yes, there are options.
Yes. And we fought very hard for that for people who might have issues seeing. So we're very happy that that's a thing now.
Exactly. So, because it is actually technically slightly slower.
Yes. Also, by the way, nobody actually dies in this game unless they disappear. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, if they don't do the double dragon blink, they're not dead.
Also, here is the slowest mode of transportation in any Final Fantasy game ever.
I literally can't understand how I used to struggle to pilot that thing, because now I'm just like, it's so slow. Yeah, also, shout outs to the Free Enterprise community. You're awesome. We love y'all. But yes, Railkun has just posted in chat the ff4.accident.com is the link for all different notes and a link to the Discord. So definitely come hang with us. We're pretty cool. We're okay. You know, just okay. So we're going to rooms which, once again, you may or may not have explored and have some neat items in them, like that emergency exit. We're going to take advantage of those as often as we can. They are, as it sounds like, an emergency exit. You can use them in a dungeon, most dungeons, not all, there are a few notable exceptions, to warp immediately out of the dungeon. That spider silk we just picked up casts slow, and not just regular slow, like kind of an extra good slow. It's really good. We want to keep that. So we're gonna, again, use that. Slow is a spell which a lot of bosses are actually weak to. So, and can be incredibly useful because some of these bosses are very fast, or fast comparatively to us.
Also, it's really sad in this version, you cannot teleport out of towns and stuff anymore, which is unfortunate.
What? Okay, that's it. We're not playing this game anymore. We're done. No. So here we're fighting Antlion, who unfortunately is...
Curse of memory is a thing.
Yeah, curse of memory is a thing. Yeah,
there we go.
I wasn't going to say anything. So this boss is a lot easier in some of the other versions, but basically, Antlion is weak to magic attacks, of which we could use, but are actually slower than doing it this way. However, Antlion also counterattacks any physical. So, Edward and Rydia both have low HP and equally low damage, so we're just gonna let them lie this one out, and we're gonna let Steve handle it, because, you know, Steve can do that.
One of the unfortunate things is that the original had the Dancing Dagger acquisition from Mist, and there is not that in this game because there is no Mist clip. So where Edward was the hero of the beginning of the game, now he's holding down the floor.
Yeah. Rydia and Edward in the Super Nintendo version are the most powerful in the early game. But in this version, they're just back to their usual meh selves, which is unfortunate because Dancing Dagger real good, but not applicable in this version of the run because no glitches, sad.
It's actually been nerfed a little bit in this run. Magic items have been nerfed a little bit, especially the Dancing Dagger, so it doesn't hit as many times as it did in the original version. So even if we did have access to it, it wouldn't be terribly great, unfortunately.
That's just discrimination against Dancing Daggers.
I know, it's very sad.
I won't have it. So we are heading back to Kaipo for our second time. So this is going to be our last chance to get those names in. The hard cutoff should be once we get into the fight with Edward. So in just a minute or so. Because we're going to go bring that sand ruby we just got from the Antlion. Do not ask how they produce it. We're not going to answer because we don't know. And we don't want to question. And so we just shine the light from the sand ruby on Rosa, and she's like, oh hey, I feel much better now. And she's like, you gotta save the crystals. Baron is going for them. We're like, bad news. So one of the crystals is gone. So we agree as a team, hey, let's try and head them off at the pass. Let's go to Fabul. Let's warn them in advance. Try and hopefully save their crystal from being stolen. But Rosa needs the night. She just got a little better and she just kind of needs to rest. So that is our cutoff now for Rosa, Rydia, and Edward. So I hope you got your names in because we'll be asking for those soon.
Where is the Nimingway in this place, by the way? It's been a while.
I think it's in the bottom left house.
Okay.
Yeah, everywhere else is a shop. Unless I think, because something that happened in the US version of this game in the Super Nintendo, in Baron Town, they literally rearranged the buildings. So us coming into this game from that game, get a little lost in Baron Town because we're just like, where are my buildings? They're in the wrong spot. But thankfully, most of the other towns were not such affected. We don't think.
Yeah, it's been a while since I used the Nimingway here in Kaipa.
Yeah, exactly. You only ever go to the naming ways in marathon runs if you, because otherwise we're like, we're not changing the names. That takes time.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I do believe it's the bottom left house.
All right, let's see.
Oh, it has no door in it. Good.
All right, then it must be the
Must
second
be in the
floor of
inn.
the inn.
Yeah.
Yeah, nope.
No?
Uh-oh, did they take the Nimingway out of...
Did we lose the naming way?
Uh-oh. If we lost the Nimingway, we might have a problem.
Good. There should be a naming way in, because there should be one still in...
there we go. Okay,
good. I was like, there has to be a naming way. Okay, good.
Okay, so can I have Rydia's name?
Alrighty, let's see. We have for Rydia, it looks like Kyoko one, capital Kyoko.
Nice.
Okay, and how about Rosa?
As for Rosa, Kirsten, Kirsten.
And for Eddie?
See, for Eddie, he's Spoony.
Yeah, I approve so hard. Like, all of these are excellent names, but...
Spoony?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
So, chat is making some noise about multiple things, BGG. But I will note, Pudding Way is on the moon. Don't worry. Fight me. Pudding Way is there. We will be renaming every single character, including Fusoya. So don't you fret. You can donate to any of the characters. We just won't be renaming characters once they get there. So, yeah. So get them in before they get named. So that's good. And in terms of the quality of the Pixel remasters, as a casual game, they are, in my opinion, far superior to other versions because they add some quality of life things, which make it more pleasant to play without really removing the core and the soul of any of these games. That being said, if you are used to speedrunning any of these versions, until you get used to the changes, they're kind of awful because they have very fundamentally changed how a lot of the stuff in the background works. So casually, it looks the same. Functionally, it is actually different.
It doesn't take too long to get used to it, though. So I will tell you, Chad, it wasn't that difficult of a switch over from SNES to this version.
Yeah. Also, just maybe asking production in the background. I'm getting some confusion as to what characters can be named. Just want to make sure all the characters have the option to be named. If not, it's all good. Just let us know which ones can be donated towards so I don't lie to chat. I'm sorry, chat. It's on me if I'm wrong.
I mean, I thought I gave all the names, but
It happens. How do you escape so fast in the Pixel Remaster? Auto battle, baby.
yep.
Also, sorry for calling anyone baby. That's my bad. But yeah, no, it is the auto battle. It speeds the ATB up. So that's why you're seeing RPGC turning it on and off like all the time. You know, she'll turn it on, build up the gauge, turn it off, enter commands, turn it back on. Because it is actually faster to do that. So we did our auto battle, we found our monk, this is Yang, our monk from Fabul, who is just like, hey, we were training and all of my guys got killed by monsters. And we're like, hey, we're here to try and save the crystal in your you know, wonderful kingdom. He's like, oh heck, let's beat this monster. And so we're fighting a giant bomb. The mom of all bombs, you might say. I'm not sorry. So this is Mom Bomb. We are beating her up. She is about to explode into a third form, and we're going to use that beautiful, beautiful hourglass we just picked up. therpgchick had timed that, so as soon as we saw the explode text box, Yang set that hourglass out and stopped all of them. Cecil is using his JP only move Darkness or Dark Sword in order to do a AoE attack. It does damage to himself, but especially for early game, the amount of damage it does is just so worth it. It just does the percentage of damage it does to his health, whatever. We don't care. It's worth it for the quick fights. Let's see.
At this point, though, we're pretty much just going to be walking down the other side of the mountain and heading over to Fabul, so it's probably a good time for some donations.
Absolutely. We have $25 from Bookworm42 that says, Final day of Frost Fatales. This has been a great event. Thank you to all the runners, tech, staff, donors, and chatters who have made this such a wonderful event. Now it's time to grab a hot drink and enjoy some cozy Final Fantasies.
I have a hot drink.
Yeah, chat, what hot drinks do you have? Or what hot drinks you put ice cubes into, because just say it was hot. It's fine. I won't judge. Tell us what they are. Also, reminder, I have confirmed all the rest of the names are in fact open. Name your people. Name them all. Everyone is deserving of a cool name. If you've seen the character already and we didn't name them, it's because there's an opportunity later to name them. So trust me, we'll name them all, including Fusuya, for the tiny, tiny bit we have him. Give them cool names. Carrie, you better have a hot drink. Okay, so we have arrived at the Kingdom of Fabul. With our lovely party. We're doing some inventory shenanigans to get ready. This section can be a little harder in other versions, certainly. However, because we are getting they've decided, no, this battle's too hard. We're leaving the ladies behind, which frankly I think is a mistake. Those two especially kick more butt than these guys.
Agreed.
Oh my god. But anyways, they've decided they have to stay behind. The 7-year-old is taking care of Rosa because reasons. And so we're left with these three, little to no healing items and little to no attack between them. However, we also have some great things like, I don't know, auto battle. So we started off with using one of our attack items that we picked up. I think that was the Arctic Wind. We use those, like that one is the equivalent, I believe, of Blizzard 2. And so they're really good items when you don't have magic to use on multiple enemies to get quick kills. However, we're not going to be relying on Edward for the rest of this. We are gonna be doing some cool stuff, like just attacking.
One thing that you might not have noticed, because I was trying to do it as fast as I could, because speed runs things, is we unequip Cecil of everything except for his sword. So there is a part at the end of this where we're going to encounter an old familiar friend, and we want to be able to just wreck ourselves as quickly as possible in that fight.
Yep. Usually if you see someone removing armor, it's because we're trying to kill them. We're not being secret about it. We're being obvious. We mean them harm. In a loving experience, speedrunning sort of way. They'll be fine, we promise. So we're just going to continue on through this using our auto. Cecil is fine. In the Super Nintendo version, our like main damage dealer is actually Edward because of those dancing daggers we pick up. So it's once again tragic that Edward is once again Deadward. One of the things you really have to make sure of, though, is that he is a dead word and not a hide word. You don't want Edward to be hiding because then he is still prompting you to do things. So if that happens, you say, hey, Edward, come out here. I have a cookie. And he's like, ooh, I love cookies. And then you convince him to take a nap. And everything's fine.
At least in this version, I will say, though, because you can do the auto battle, he can defend. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't have to run back and forth like he does in the SNES version.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and he's a pest in the SNES version. Oh gosh. He's a good bean. He does his best, bless him. Also, he's one of the ones who got really nice graphical updates. Like, he looks so good in this version. So we're fighting the last of the 6 main battles. As you can see, we're not particularly threatened. Yeah, I would love a cookie nap. They're excellent. So here we go. We have defeated the 6 battles, but we have one more because even though we beat Baron to getting to Fabul, they did show up in greater force and greater power than us. And while we have tried our best to defend them, we have been pushed back to the Crystal Room. But look, our good old trusty Kane came back, so we're happy. He's gonna help us, right?
Right? Sure, totally.
Why is he hitting us? RPG-chick? Why is he hitting us?
I don't know. Kane, stop it! Old trusty, we need you.
We need you. Yeah, he doesn't care. He's here to stop us. Ooh, nice. You got that kill on Cecil. Very nice. So, as you can guess, we can't win that battle, so we try and help. We have Cecil attacking at the same time, because the sooner we can get out of that battle, the sooner we can move on to cutscenes with good old friend Golbez here. I don't think his icon looks like he's got a dog face anymore, which is tragic, because that was frankly iconic. But with the updated graphics, he now looks like a person in epic armor, which is tragic. So he shows up. He is the new commander of the Red Wings. He's the one who's been committing these atrocities. And he's like, oh, you folks are kind of threatening. What if I take this really cool person with me? Bye. So he grabs Rosa and takes off. And Rosa's like, seriously? Seriously, I just got back. So he cares not. He knows useful when he sees it. And speaking of useful, the 7-year-old is just like, I can fix this. Cures our 3 sad adults. Does she have the power to do that regularly? No, but plot protection is strong.
We need that plot protection.
We really need that plot protection. So she's like, hey adults, why are you sad? Being sad isn't going to save Rosa. And they're like, that's really smart. And we're like, yeah, we know. So picking up that item in that pot, getting those Hermes sandals, because again, haste is great. We're going to trigger a cutscene, and which is going to give us a new sword. Yes. Give us a boat. Double yes. Plot progression. We love it. Yang's wife, who doesn't love that. Definitely not Doom and Despair. That's definitely not part of the collection that's coming up. Promise.
Nope, not at all.
No, we're totally fine. So, hey, speaking of Doom and Despair, Casper, you got anything cool for us?
Am I Doom and Despair?
That was a hell of a segue.
Hi, hello, it's me, Netara.
I absolutely have some donations for y'all. We have $50 from Royal Blue Wizard that says, you rock, RPGC. Best of luck, and may your bards be spoony, your traitorous dragoons not backstab you, and Netara find Ultros somewhere in this game. This has been a wonderful... Oh.
I'm just going to say, I will find him.
This has been a wonderful event, and it's always worth supporting such a great cause. Shoutouts to all of the runners, staffers, coordinators, hosts, and viewers of an incredible week. Thank you so much for that.
And you can keep going.
You're awesome, RBW.
True. It's true, RBW. Also, before we continue, though, everyone say hi to Yang's wife. She does get named in some versions. Her name is Sheila, but we love her. She is the best. Everyone say hi. But you can continue on reading there, Casper.
Hi, from GDQ. Alrighty. We have $15 from Fire that says, FFIV is the best Final Fantasy. Fight me.
I'm not fighting anyone. I'm weak. I got noodle arms.
We have $25 from Kerplop that says, Spoony Bards of the World Unite. Thanks for an awesome week. Wow, you have a lot of people asking for y'all to fight them.
Oh, no.
No one would ever ask me to fight them.
No, not ever.
We have $25 from Brad Llewellyn that says, Final Fantasy IV DS is the best. Fight me.
That's a hot take.
That is a hot take. I kindly respect your donation and your opinion, and also respectfully disappear. Disappear? Jesus, disagree. I'm also going to disappear. Yeah, exactly. So hey, you know that
something is going on.
You know that Doom and Destruction I mentioned? Yeah, sorry, fams. We got on a boat in a Final Fantasy game that was outside of our control. We're just setting up for Final Fantasy V, which I will say is an excellent game.
But there's a big question coming up here. Now, you're going to have to watch what happens really carefully, and then we have to know about what Cecil has done.
So, jumped or pushed is the question. So, Rydia goes in. Cecil clearly just pushed Yang in. I'm sorry.
And Edward just throws himself to the floor. He's like, I don't want any part of this. I'm out.
Oh, he's a trained coward. He knows when to protect himself. And he's like, I know physics. I go down flat on this floor. You can't push me over. That was a last move. Last bad deed of a Dark Knight. Just saying, he was pushed.
And it looks even more like he was pushed in this version, which is amazing.
It really does. I hadn't quite realized that before. Also, Ultros is a receptionist because, and that's not a problem because I'm sure he does well. He definitely doesn't skim from the coffers. And being a receptionist is an extremely respectable job. We're proud of him for being gainfully employed. So we're going to pick up a few items we're going to need for our trip up the mountain we're going to because, this town looks a bit familiar. I wonder why.
Also, absolutely banger track right here.
Ugh. Oh, it still has my beep boops.
It does.
Beep boop. Anyways, I'm not going to beep boop because I'll be out of order. So, welcome to Mysidia. Does that name sound familiar? Because it should. We attacked this at the very beginning of the game and stole their crystal, and they love us so much. If you talk to the folks inside, oh my God, there's a poll up. Folks, vote in the official poll, whether it's jumped or pushed. I obviously have voted pushed because I'm biased. But yeah, so we show up and the elder's like, hey, sup, we love you. And Cecil's like, good, because I need your help. We just trashed this boat. We're heading for Baron. They're doing bad stuff. We want to stop them. And the elder's like, okay, cool. We totally trust you. No. And Cecil's like, excuse me? He's like, no, we're not going to help you. You came, you murdered our people, you stole our crystal. We don't trust you for what I feel is incredibly obvious reasons. And Cecil's like, but maybe trust me a little, trying to save the world. And he's like, okay, here's the deal. If you travel to this mountain here, you see over the horizon, go to this mountain. And if you can go there, get to the top and become a paladin and come back alive, we'll trust you and we'll help you. And Cecil's like, I ain't got time for this. Saving the world? And Elder's like, no paladin, no help. And Cecil's like, okay, fine, whatever. Okay, I'll become a paladin. And the Elder's like, okay, cool. Here's some 5-year-old twins. You should take them with you. Bye. And you're like, you won't trust me to help me to save the world, but you'll give me 2 5-year-olds? Parent of the Year award here. Guardian of the Year. Like, telling ya.
It's fine.
It's
Nothing
fine.
bad will happen to them.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
kids. Nothing bad ever happens to kids.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Also, twins are best. We love them. Also, the official, completely Square Enix endorsed poll has said that he was pushed. Sorry, Square Enix, I don't make the rules. I mean, I love you. please make it official. So here we are in this mountain, and of course, in the way of these sort of games, here's an elemental wall. We had one earlier where we were like, hey, 7-year-old, do you want to use fire even though it traumatized you to melt this wall? And Rosa was really great and convinced her, and it was lovely. But then we have Palom here, who's just like, a firewall. This is easy for me, the genius black mage Palom. And so he has to brag and uses his actually good ice powers to, you know, get rid of the wall. And Cecil's like, I don't get paid enough for this.
Meanwhile, in the Fortress of Doom.
The Fortress of Doom. The bowling alley. The cloak is a different color. It's a completely different color in this version. It's yellow. I love it. Also, censorship issues had you, that guillotine was, or that blade was actually a bowling ball in the US version because being threatened by a blunt object squishing you is definitely less traumatizing than a clean cut. We don't question the censorship boards in the 90s. No. But some of the questions they made were just like, okay, cool. So welcome back. We have Tella, who is on the mountain, joining us from the opposite side. So he's coming from the top of the mountain. Don't question Tella.
Going the wrong way.
Going the wrong way because it's Tella. And so these two 5-year-olds are like, oh my God. It's Tella, the sage Tella. That is amazing. And Tella's like, oh God, kids. So adult time, Cecil, sup? And while these two kids are just totally, you know, fanning over this amazing, sage. And Tella's here like, yeah, I'm on this magical mountain because I'm not strong enough to beat Golbez. And that's unfortunate. I can't get my vengeance and my revenge without that. So I'm here to get the legendary spell Meteor. And the kids are like, but you're old, that's a bad idea. And he's like, okay, youngins, I didn't ask you. I'm here for the power. And kids are like, okay, whatever, you must know what you're talking about. And
that was rude.
Yeah, it was really rude. Zombies, please. Okay, we're starting to get puns in chat.
Hey, puns are always welcome in chat.
No, they're banned. We banned, no, joking, they're not. I love puns. Okay. They're actually really great. So here we are getting prepared. We have a boss fight coming up. And we're gonna start seeing from the get-go the amazing use of these twins. They're actually really quite good. And so we get to the mountain, we hear some whispering, as siblings do. Porum blames her brother and is like, will you stop hecking about? And he's like, it's not me for once. And it really wasn't him. It was our lovely friend Scarmione. So we're gonna use some of those items we got. Lovely bomb fragment, doing some fire. Undead don't like fire. Good news. But our lovely friend here loves to use thunder, which hurts. And our twins have a special ability called Twin Cast. It gives them a random chance of using one of two spells. We want them to use not Comet. We want them to use Pyros.
Just as you said that.
I know. As soon as I was saying it, I was like, thank you for nothing, game. So Comet is a spell which is most effective against numbers, like multiple enemies, because it doesn't split the damage. It's the same amount of damage no matter how many enemies are there. Pyros, on the other hand, does more damage, like it splits the damage. So if you only have one enemy, it does more damage than, say, if you had 5. So we really do not want Comet, and Pyros costs less MP-wise. So we crossed this bridge, and lo and behold, we were betrayed. We didn't fight the real Scarmione. Here's their real form. And we are going to do some modifications to our party. Don't worry about it. And this is one of the fights I love the most in any sort of JP version of this game, because you get to do magical things like using an elixir and just one-shotting the boss.
It's so great.
That's the sort of stuff we love in our JRPGs.
It's no trash can, but you know what? I'll take it.
Yeah. Don't worry. We put Mylon Z in the trash in our hearts. Grr, arg. falling off the mountain. So this rock just called Cecil's son. And Cecil's like, okay, cool. And so just before we get into this amazing cutscene and fight where we're just going to defend because we're good now, I just want to remind you, we do have naming donations coming up for this game still. Next up are going to be Yang, Tella, Palom, and Porum when we return to Baron. Those will cut off when we finish fighting Yang. And shortly after that, we'll be renaming Sid. So now's definitely the time to get those donations in. So after this fight, RPG Chick is going to be actually fighting random encounters as they go down the mountain in order to level Cecil up, because Cecil is back at level 1 and levels up incredibly quickly. So while we watch that, back to you, Casper.
Absolutely. I actually would like to mention to chat that we're really close to a few milestones here. We're really, really close to 105K. That would be amazing to hit this run. We are going closer and closer and closer to breaking our records here at Frost Fatales. So get those donations in. We're going to get there soon. Also, the Cat Isle bonus run is making its way up in its incentive. However, we still need a little more than 3K to get there. So get those donations in if you want to pet the cats.
I also want to fight with chat and say putting Scarmione in the trash is much more satisfying than an elixir. Just saying. Just saying.
I mean, it is. That's why I said it's not putting them in the trash, but it's still pretty dang good.
I will note that was a glitch, a mimic glitch, which took advantage of the twins' twin cast. You manipulated the functioning of it and made one of the twins, in this case Palom, copy the actions of the person before them and just break it even further. It was, you threw the actual trash can in your inventory at Mylon Z, and it did holy damage for like 5,000. It was beautiful. But it was also a bunch of setup, while tossing an elixir is just going down to your items and using an elixir. So definitely much easier, much faster, arguably more effective, but trash can, come on. Okay, Casper, the floor is still yours if you have anything else.
Of course we do. We have a whole bunch of donations for y'all. We have $50 from Dirty Shuff that says, fighting is never the answer. Fight me.
I'm getting my fighting hands up.
We have $25 from Pike that says, is it me or does Kane have one of the coolest outfits in Final Fantasy?
He does.
Except he should have his helmet off. That's even better. Anyway.
We have $5 from Kate Libc that says, when does Ultros suplex a train onto Kafka?
Oh my God, that would be the best thing ever. How dare you say this to me when it doesn't exist? My life is over now. I'm sorry, I have to go. I need some time alone.
We have $25 from Kiefer Skunk that says, my wife insists this game is the best Final Fantasy. I'm on the fence, so everyone needs to weigh in. Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy VI, or Final Fantasy X2?
X2 is a fabulous game. It's a terrible Final Fantasy, but it's an amazing game. I've rarely had as much fun as I've had playing 10-2. I love 4 and 6 equally for completely different reasons. They're too tied up in nostalgia for me. So whichever one I'm currently playing is the one I love the most. So I'm the wrong person to ask on that.
I will say that I love both 4 and 6. They both hold a pretty big place in my heart.
Yeah, they're both so good.
10-2 has really fun combat, but as Netara said, otherwise.
Those outfits and the music, some of the cutscenes, it is my fun, happy times game.
Technically, Cecil is pretty good here on levels. We only really need to get him to 15, but taking some extra fights going down the mountain for a little bit of extra cash buffer doesn't hurt, because I have definitely run short on cash to do the Baron buys.
But you just glitch your money. Just duplicate and you'll be fine.
Oh, I miss that glitch so much.
So do I. That's why I love that version so much. It's so glitchy and it makes me happy. So, here we are in yet another one of the Chocobo forests, which I know I didn't know about as a kid. I can't hear you. What can I do for you? Anyways, that's all I'm doing. I haven't played 11, but I am a 14 player. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, no, the old Final Fantasies, the older ones, they're all so good. And the Pixel remasters, I'm currently playing the original 2 right now for the first time, and I didn't think I could enjoy it the way I am. It's very good. The moral of the story is, as long as you love a Final Fantasy, you're correct.
Yes.
And if you don't love a Final Fantasy, that's cool too. We're happy to have you here. Please hang with us. We like you, but you know. So welcome to, once again, The Long Legend. They're gonna list this as many times as they can possibly get away with. Did you know there was a legend? Have you heard?
A legend?
I think
the legend. Say.
I think the legend is talking about the critically acclaimed MMORPG. I'm leaving. Gotta go.
This is why I needed you here with me today.
I'm here for the memes, folks. I'm not here for actual facts. It's just memes. So it turns out the twins, the 5-year-old twins, let me once again reiterate, were sent with us to spy on us because reasons. Best guardian of the year, I'm telling you. But now that he's like, okay, he's good, you don't have to follow him anymore, they're like, no, we're staying with him. This is important because, once again, the tiny children are smarter than the adults, which is terrifying because they are way too young. I'm glad they kind of have responsible adults that are not Tella with them, because Tella is not a responsible adult. Don't listen to him.
Nope.
So since we were good, Mysidia's like, sure, we will help you. This is a good cause. You're actually, you've repented. You're a good person now. We're like, yeah, definitely didn't push Yang overboard. And we get to use the mythical Serpent Road to transport directly to Barren Town. So we didn't need an airship or a boat after all.
And luckily, we're gonna find one of our friends here.
Yay! So
because he's gonna totally be happy to see us.
Oh, he's so happy. Right? We found Yang. We just pushed him. It's fine. Also, we have until the end of these 2 battles here, which happen in succession, to get those 4 names in, to get Yang, Tella, Palamporum. So, is your last chance. Sexy.
So we're gonna defend here just for a little bit until after Yang does his second kick. And the timing is a little bit differently done on this one than it is on the SNES version, because before it'd be second kick and then just 1 attack and he'd be like, ouch. But here you usually have to do anywhere between 1 and 3 attacks.
Yeah, exactly. But you can't do anything until he's done that second kick, so there's just no point.
And I think that's cut off for the names.
It is for those 4 names. So we don't need them quite yet, but I figure either before or after you do your shopping is a good time to name them.
Yes.
So now we're just going to have a stroll. I swear, that's where she was when I did this. Does Ghost Girl exist in this one, or do they purposely always have her out of the way?
I haven't seen Ghost Girl in any of the runs I've done yet.
Oh, that's tragic. So that child NPC in other versions of the game, she just gets stuck wherever she is in her wander. And if she was in the spot where you were pathed, well, they don't want to soft lock you. None of these Final Fantasies would put a character in your way to potentially soft lock you, blocking your progress, would they? Anyways, so you'd walk right through her. So we lovingly called her Ghost Girl. For those who don't get the reference, I'm referring to the US version of Final Fantasy VI or 3, where you could get soft-locked going into the Returner's Cave for the first time when you were being led through, and one of the Returners would walk in your path.
All right, can I get Porum's name?
Absolutely. It seems that Palom has won. Palom.
You folks are amazing. I love it. This won't get confusing at all.
And Palom's name?
And Palom's name is Porum.
Yeah.
Porom.
I'm so glad it was completed.
Good job, chat.
You
Chat.
win. Yeah, you're amazing. You win.
Fertella?
Bertella, it seems that it's odd spelling Meteo, Meteo.
Capital M?
Yep.
Ah.
That is how it's spelled in the US version in the Super Nintendo. It's Meteo.
And for Yang?
Yin.
Just
Y-I-N.
Y-I-N?
Chat, you're my heroes. This is amazing. Especially that Meteo.
I appreciate all these names, chat. You're great.
Mwah, they're very
Don't
chef
ever
kiss.
change.
Don't ever change. So now we can actually get into these stores that were locked because Yang just happened to have a key on him. He doesn't know why he was attacking you, but he's got this key and it unlocks the doors. So we're doing some shopping. Once again, getting some items we need to both upgrade now and later, and getting some money by selling our old stuff that we don't need anymore. There are a few key items that we're going to hold on to because if we sell them, I won't say the run is over, but the run is slower, a bunch slower.
Okay.
And yeah, it was called Meteo instead of Meteor in the US version exactly because of that, because of character limits. And I think, was every name a 5-character limit in that one? I think it was. No, it wasn't because Fusoya. But for some reason, spell names were. So it was called Meteo rather than Meteor. So it's just so good. So there were lots of memes.
Do-do-do. You want a headband, don't you? Yes, I know you do.
So in a lot of cases, we're gonna, rather than using the quote unquote best gear, we are going to be using things like the Kempo gear and the Gaia gear and like stuff like that, because it actually raises our attack power. So our defense isn't as good, but if we're doing this correctly, we're not gonna be hit enough for it to matter.
Not if we can help it anyway.
What FF game did lengthy cutscenes start becoming a thing? This one? They definitely are in this one.
I think there were some lengthy ones in the original Famicom versions in 2 and 3.
Really? I don't remember there being a lot of long cutscenes in the original. Like some. It seems like every Final Fantasy that comes out, the cutscenes get longer. Also, we're being horribly maligned in chat by a cutie. How dare you? How dare you, that Nikki cutie. Yeah, a lot of older games, because Japanese characters, with the exception of like one, even their base characters would convey 2 characters, so they could fit a lot longer names using the Japanese characters than we could with the North American, like the English characters. So we had to shrink our names down a lot, while they could put quite a bit in there. They could call, it Firaga, which is only 3 characters in the Japanese, while for us, that's 6. So it's pretty cool.
All right, so we're about to get a brand new party member, aren't we, Netara?
My favorite. Here's Baigen.
This is the captain of the guards.
He's really useful, and so him joining us is going to be just incredibly helpful. Wait, one sec, why are the twins stopping? Something doesn't seem right. It doesn't smell like Monster anymore, but they are like, we're a little suspicious about this, and like, Baigen's like, courses foiled again. You saw my snaky arms. So I will say, Baigen looks the best in the DS version. I'm sorry, his snake arms just kind of wiggle. And
They do, that is true.
It's perfection. You cannot convince me that he does not look the best in that version, while Octoman looks the most terrifying in that version. But yes,
she does.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we have Baigen. We are going to take care of that front arm first, try and focus on the body. But as soon as we cast any spell on Baigen's body, he's going to cast Reflect. So we really only have time for one. So we want to make it count and get as much other damage in there as possible, aka why both Steve and Yin are attacking nonstop while, Tella just hangs. Eventually the body will die, and either we'll get really lucky and we will destroy that arm before it explodes, or it will explode, killing one of our characters. Either is doable because it's dead.
I appreciate the haste, though. Thanks. On the least useful character.
Bagan couldn't help look at that arm. It's just staying there being all snacky. Snacks are cute. Why are they attached to Bagan, of all people?
I know.
So yes, we don't like Bagan in this house because, he just so obviously betrayed us, which was frankly rude. Also, I will note there are going to be differentiations between the pronunciations, between what I pronounce, what other people pronounce, and the original Japanese pronunciation. So I am in the camp of pronounce them what's best for you. Also,
yes.
Kainazo's little happy face on his little tiny icon is the best thing ever. Again, convince me otherwise. So every time he puts this wall up, it's not good. It means he's getting ready to do a wave attack. Thankfully for us, not only is he weak to thunder, but thunder breaks that barrier. So we can get rid of that. Now, he is going to start to cure while he's all turtled, but we should be able to do enough damage. It's not going to matter, especially Tella, who is sadly not going to cast Meteor, is going to cast another Thundaga and just, do some damage. My god, every boss is a hard boss in the 3D remake. It's why I don't like the 3D remake. In my opinion, and again, this is just my personal opinion, they put too much effort into making that game hard rather than focusing on the things which made it fun. And there are people who like that about that, and that's going to make that always their favorite version, and I'm glad it's there for people to enjoy, but it's certainly not my jam. Also,
yeah, I would have to agree with that. At least the Steam version does have the more reasonable version in terms of difficulty.
Yeah, they have the normal version, which is nice. They realized how hard it was, and they're like, hey, let's add an easier version, which they didn't even call easy. They just called normal because they recognized how hard the original game is. So, the end of this cutscene is going to be your last chance to donate to Sid's name. Also, please get your Fs in chat ready. No reason, though. We're not going to need them.
No reason.
No reason.
But yeah, nothing ever bad happens to kids.
No. Or when you get more people than can possibly fit in your party at a time on the screen at the same time.
Totally not a plot device to have different people in your party.
Yeah, so this room was a trap. The walls start closing in when you come in, and you can't stop it. They're just too strong. So the twins, using their bond and their ability to group cast spells, chose to turn themselves to stone to protect the rest of the party. So Tella, even with his incredibly strong magic, is not able to cure the stone because they changed themselves into that state voluntarily. Now, there is also, let's get our investigation glasses on. There are some theories that actually Tella is the one who turned them to stone. So the reason he couldn't turn them back is because he's not really trying to turn them back. Mm-hmm. Tella the real villain? Tell us here in chat. But yes, F's in chat. Twins, we love them.
We'll miss you, Purim and Palom.
Yeah. Or was it Palom and Purim? I don't know anymore.
I don't know anymore.
They're both awesome. Anyways, so we sacrificed our incredibly useful twins who we love for an airship. That's a good deal, right? Right?
It's fine. It's totally fine.
I'm here just trying to make the chat fight. I'm sorry.
I think it's pretty amazing, personally. So, I mean, you're good.
Well, RPGC said it was okay, so sorry, y'all.
Yep. Yeah, I approve. I approve, therefore it is fine.
Yeah. Listen, we love the friends we made along the way. So they are very unhappy because Kane just showed up and said, hey, sorry, but not sorry, give us the crystal. We need the crystal, please give it to us. Also, speaking of giving us things, it's time for Sid's name.
Alrighty, let's see where we landed. Out of the character with the most choices, it seems that we have landed on Squoot. Squoot.
Squoot. Okay. That's...
Nice.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun to say.
I like Squoot.
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 It's fabulous.
So we are going to be making a little bit of a detour to pick up some things from Eblon
Presents.
that are not usually picked up in other runs. And the main thing that we're actually after is the mute arrows to use against the Make It Sisters coming up.
Oh my god, chat making really good puns. Oh, now I'm crying. For those who may not have got the reference, break is one of the names for the spell that turns you to stone in some of the Final Fantasy games. So I'm just crying, don't worry about it. So yeah, we're coming in here. There are exactly 3 chests in here, which are trapped treasure chests. So you'd have to fight enemies. However, we know which ones they are, so we can kind of loot to our heart's content. And as RPGC said, we're just getting very specific chests to give us a few extra items, to get mute arrows, which are going to help us. And now we can head over to Troya, who supposedly has our last crystal, the Earth Crystal, which Kane wants us to steal. He's like, hey, so we got Rosa. There's this crystal. They won't give it to us. How about you get the crystal, give it to us, and we'll give you Rosa. Good deal, right? Good deal. Also, hey, there's a bedward.
Hi, Spoonie.
Hello, Spoonie. We missed you. So all of our friends from the boat, almost all of our friends from the boat are totally okay. We're just missing Rydia now.
Yup.
You squooty bird. Oh my god. Is this one of those words that I'm going to be clipped saying and they're going to be like, hee 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 hee, they said squoot, and I don't even know what it means?
Possibly.
Yeah, okay, cool. There've been worse clips. So there we go. We talked to Edward, who's like, I'm sorry, I really got hurt by getting tossed off a boat, which, you know, fair. And he's like, but I think you're going to need help. Take this twin harp. It's going to help you. And you're like, okay, cool, thanks. Keep resting. You're good.
Yeah, you don't want to forget the twin harp like a certain husbando.
Whoopsie. Ultros forgot it. What? Anyways, gotta go. So as it turns out, so you go to Troy and go, hey, we're good guys. Want to give us your crystal? And they said, actually, we'd totally love to, but it's already been stolen by the Dark Elf, and they put it in this crystal, in this, cavern, where it's magnetic cavern. So you cannot wear any metal in this cavern, which is pretty useless. We don't like that. So what you're supposed to do in this cave is you have the option to buy a whole bunch of non-metal armor and stuff, and you like give Cecil a bow, and it's fine, but that's slow. So Sid, by default, our lovely Squid, comes with no metal gear on. So as long as you have one character who is not wearing metal, aka not paralyzed in battle, you can still run away. So we don't equip anything on Sid, and we just run from everything. So, we tricked you. Take that cave.
It's totally fine.
And it, according to BGG, yes, it is pretty metal. How dare you?
Don't make me come down there.
How dare you? So yeah, this place isn't so bad. There are a couple of really mean encounters. I'm sure we're fine. I definitely didn't just commentator curse you or anything. Knock on wood, gotta go. But generally speaking, we're just running until we get to the boss, Dark Elf. So
I think you reverse commentator curse me because I just got 2 preemptives in a row.
Heck yeah, that's right. I don't commentator curse. So, speaking of that no metal, we changed our minds. Sid, have some metal. Everyone's paralyzed, so this auto battle ends. So, because we have no metal gear on, we're in subpar armor, and whatever the enchantment on the cave is, Dark Elf, it makes Dark Elf incredibly more powerful. So we would have gotten destroyed anyways. And unlike other versions of the game, we don't get auto healed before this next fight. So we don't want to deal with getting our party killed because we have to then heal them. We ain't got time for that. So now we will do less healing. So Edward very mightily crawls out of his bed and sings, does this wonderful song. The helpers don't help him at all. He's like, no, I can do this on my own. And they're like, we can just hand it to you. It's fine. And the song, which now reverberates into your twin harp, because they're twins, plays here and disrupts the spell, which is stopping you from having metal on. So we do a quick heal, and now the time to fight our good pal, Dark Elf. Hi, friend. We're gonna have some fun here, and by fun here, we're gonna enjoy the fact that Dark Elf is weak to the holy element, and we have a paladin with a holy sword. So he does a lot of damage just on his own, right? You know what makes that better? Berserk. Berserk makes that way better. Tornado doesn't help, though. That was rude, Dark Elf. We didn't want that. Please
That's
don't.
what we have items for.
Yeah, exactly. So Cecil is both going to go faster and attack harder while berserked, who is already doing a lot of damage. So I think we're killing off Squoot here, but otherwise we are just like, hey, you're a dark dragon now? I'm not too worried. I've got a paladin sword and I'm berserked. Bye. Yeah, in this version it is called the twin harp. Other translations have called the twin harp whisperweed. What is it in the original Japanese? I have no idea personally, so I don't know which is more accurate. To answer the question in chat, FF4FE stands for Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise, which is the Final Fantasy IV randomizer based off the US English translation of this Super Nintendo game. It has a whole huge community. It starts you off with an airship, 2 characters, and 1 key item, and it's open worldish. It's super fun, amazing community. Highly recommend. Go check them out. ff4fe.com, I believe, is the website. It has a link to the Discord, the stuff you need. Speaking of useful things, we just used, was it the teleport we used or an emergency exit to get out?
Teleport. We only pick up the one emergency exit in the Antlion Cave.
Yeah, gotcha. So we use teleport now that we have access to it, and to save us walking all the way through. But we do have to leave the crystal room because in dungeons or kind of caves where we have to go into these crystal rooms and pick things up, they often remove the access for us to teleport because they don't want us to skip things.
Like in the original?
Like in the original. You couldn't teleport out of the crystal room in the original either.
No, but not that one anyway.
Oh, no. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get there. Tragic. I tried it. I definitely tried it. It didn't work. So yeah, we got the crystal, we brought it back, and now Kane's like, hey, we'll give you a meeting spot. And the lovely folks who own the crystal are like, okay, we'll loan it to you, but you have to give it back. And we're like, yeah, totally. Don't worry about it. So we're getting in our airship, and our good pals in the red airship are coming, and they're like, hey, follow us, we'll take you there.
Oh, time for back attack tower. Let's go.
Ugh. So yeah, this tower, as RPGC mentioned, is the worst. There's points in the game where your agility and such is low enough that it's hard to run from encounters. Plus, they start increasing the probability of back and side attacks, which are harder to run from anyways, which makes this so hard. So this tower can be really difficult to get through. The enemies are tougher. They hit harder. They're harder to run away from. You get back attacks, ambushes, things like that. So it is a mean tower. However, we are working on picking up gear, which is going to help us. Even places later on, which are theoretically worse, are easier for us because of characters and items we're going to pick up. So this, the Tower of Zot, is one of the worst.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Oh my God, yes.
Absolutely. We have $125 from Nanobite1667 that says, so happy to support Malala Fun and their work throughout the world, while also watching these incredible runners destroy some of my favorite games. Putting this towards the Celeste Cat Isle bonus run, which that incentive is growing and growing, but we still have a ways to go. So if you want to see that bonus run, get those donations in.
We need it. We need that. We have to pet the kitties, because if casting Blizzaga or Blizzara on Flame Dog counts as petting it, then yes, we absolutely can pet the Flame Dog. But
totally a thing.
It's totally a thing. We totally pet it. Don't worry about it. But yes, we did have to fight that chest. It is the one trapped chest in here, but it is the one chest we opened because it gives us the Flame Sword, which is so useful. It is more powerful than a bunch of things we have. Plus, there are a few bosses later which are actively weak to that sword, such as Golbez, who we're going to fight later. Like, he hates that sword. So, yeah, we're going to make use of it, kind of swapping it between, sometimes Kane's going to have it, sometimes Cecil's going to have it. We literally duplicate it in the Super Nintendo version, so we have two of them. It's that useful. Unfortunately, we can't do that here, so we just have one. But, you know, it's so good. It's great. Also, yes, good catch by chat. If you play the US version of this, some of those arches in that room aren't there because it's a hard enough room to get through without them. It's really hard to see where you're going. So yeah, they're back. You're welcome. So welcome to the Mega Sisters. We are purposely attacking Cindy first. Cindy is kind of the nasty twin, and she kind of does the most damage. I believe she's also our curative twin. So if we don't kill her and we kill another of these sisters first, she will bring them back, which is, we don't want to do that. So anyone we can have target her is going to target her, and otherwise we're berserking Cecil, and he is just going to do damage. As I mentioned earlier, we picked up mute arrows in order to do extra damage to them. Any of these bosses, which are kind of coded as magic bosses, generally speaking, take more damage from things like mute swords and mute arrows. Ashura in the underworld, who we will not be seeing, also is weak to things like mute arrows, things you can kind of play around with either in your casual playthrough or the randomizer. So super fun. We love it. Now we're going to have a good but sad time here. So enjoy, get your Fs ready, and Casper, it's back to you for a little bit.
Absolutely. Alrighty, we have $20 from Lady Starbird that says, RPGC and Netara in one stream, too much awesomeness for my TV to handle. Glad I was able to catch the FF4 run. Good luck, and in honor of Netara, please put this money towards naming Edge Alf, because reasons.
We still love you so much. Yes, there's love, just love.
Yes.
Would you like another?
Yes, keep going. We're good for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. Alrighty, we have $100 from Bahama X that says, Final Fantasy IV was my first RPG, so it's very dear to me. The Pixel Remaster has done it great justice. The English translation, the music, and the updated graphics are all amazing. Good luck, RPG Chick, on your run.
Thank you.
We have $100 from Pylon that simply says, Fear the Deer. And speaking of some of our milestones, we are getting really, really close to 105,000. We want to get that during this run. It will be a huge celebration for all of us to push towards our goals. So get those donations in so we can have that here at Frost Fatales.
Yeah, we definitely want that. Definitely help us get there. Yeah,
we also...
Sorry, go ahead.
My bad. We also have $250 from Super Bad Mouse that says, girls deserve education. We all deserve Claude.
Facts. Also, I was just going to say, yes, that is the fastest meteor cast you will see in this game. It is not that fast in this version. That was just to speed up the cutscene.
Yeah, spell timing is a thing in these versions of Final Fantasy. So more difficult spells definitely take a little bit longer to cast than some of the easier to cast spells. Except with Tella. Tella is always kind of slow.
Yeah, Tella's stats are literally worse, and some of them get even worse as he gets levels up because he's getting older, so he gets less good. And you're like, seriously? You're seriously going to do this to us? But yeah, some of the spells we use, like, we have Meteo, why aren't you using it? The answer is because it's incredibly slow. You could use like 3 flares in the time it casts to cast 1 Meteo. It's real bad.
We will see Meteo a couple of more times during the course of this run, though, I promise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thankfully. So we had two sprites, 1 tile. It was always a really impressive sprite to see. So it turns out Kane's here and he's like, okay, I was legitimately mind controlled and Meteo broke that control, but I'm so sorry. Like, I was still kind of conscious even though I wasn't in control and I didn't want to be away from Rosa. I'm so sorry. How could you bear to be with me? And they're like, you're our friend. You know, you messed up, but we're here for you. And he's like, okay, I don't believe you, but sure, I'll stay. And so Kane's back. He's good. He's totally good forever. Don't worry about it.
Let's get everybody up to par here.
Mm-hmm.
And let's go.
Except for Sid. You don't get up to par.
No. Unfortunately, Sid, you're going to have to stay at 1 HP.
Sorry, Sid. Because we have HP at home. Sorry, I'm stealing chat's jokes. So here we have the Fiend of Wind. We have 2 fiends down and we're on to our 3rd. And let us be clear, she is mean. This is a tough one. She is slowly turning you to stone. She is using Tornado, which brings you down to 1-digit HP. And she can not easily be damaged in tornado form. You can only take her out of tornado form with a jump from Kane. But there is still lots of damage we can do, and she won't counterattack if you attack in tornado form. It's just, generally speaking, kind of useless. So we're going to use that to berserk Cecil. So again, he's going faster, he's doing more damage than usual, and doing that. Interspersing that with damage from both Yin and Swoot. We're getting our jumps in from Old Trusty as much as possible, and Kirsten is helping.
Yes,
by
that was actually very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Bomb Core is one of those other really neat JP items, and essentially it's self-destruct.
Yeah, there's just so many useful items that you don't get in the US Super Nintendo version because, again, they were making it easier because their RPGs were too hard for us in North America, which since has been proven not to be the case whatsoever. But at the time, that was the conception, so they made things easier. But it made a completely different and unique version of the game. But yeah, those items, some of those are real nice. And we're going to see even more of those items as we go through the run. And we'll try to explain any of them that come up. But feel free to ask any questions in chat. I will answer any ones I don't miss. Because you all are lovely and chatting a lot. Which is good. Keep doing it. But it means I miss them sometimes. Also appreciating the song lyrics being put in chat right now.
Do we have the 4 Fiends song lyrics in chat?
Oh yeah, we've got Hydain going strong.
Oh yeah.
Very, very impressed. We love it.
You're not supposed to miss when you jump, buddy.
Kane, we love you. We have some staunch Kane supporters in chat. Good, good. We stand Kane in this house. The whole
One of the other really nice things is that a lot of the dialogue that goes on during battles is fast forwardable because you can actually click your way through it instead of having to sit there for it.
Oh my gosh, yes. Also, good question from Kate C, one of our mods, is if someone wants to get into FF4 for the first time, is the Pixel Remaster a good way to go? And for a casual playthrough, absolutely yes. I cannot recommend it enough. Previously to this releasing, the PSP version was the version I would always recommend. It had the Japanese items, it had updated graphics, and the PSP version is still excellent, let me be clear. But I think this version has now kind of overtaken it for me, with some extra quality of life stuff. So, yeah, it's very good. I highly recommend it, for anyone who hasn't played this game or just wants to replay it. It's, really, really good.
Agreed. I second that.
Any of the Pixel remasters, again, Final Fantasies 2 and 3 are well known for being quite hard, difficult systems, kind of hard to get into for some folks, and the Pixel remasters make them accessible while still holding true to what the games were and are. So I highly recommend. I did not say, Kate Lipsy asks all the good questions. How dare you? How dare you? It's true, but I didn't say it. Oh yeah, the final, yeah, easy type, yeah. So the game changed in the US Super Nintendo version so much that Japan imported it back as a different version, as Final Fantasy IV Easy Type, which they again made a few changes to, so it is not the exact same, but it's just, that's how much it changed. They're like, oh, let's bring this version over here so we can play it. Like, okay, yes, I do not recommend the DS version for anyone other than people who like their games hard. If you like Dark Souls and other such games because they're hard, I highly recommend the DS version.
Can I jump in with some donations here?
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. We have $50 from Gibbon that says, don't forget to pet the cats, less than 3. Chat, can we get a less than 3 for the cat incentive? We're getting closer and closer and closer. It's awesome to see how everybody's contributing, but we're almost there. We still have a ways to go, so get those donations in for Cat Isle.
You can even donate those less than 3s. You know, get a $3 donation train to get those kitties in. Or no, it should be a $4 one because this is FF4. Try and get some kitties in there. Also, we just tossed a rock into a well. It blew up a mountain. Don't worry about it. And we're in the underground. And due to some very good piloting, we are now in between some fighting factions. And I'm sure our airship can handle it. Don't worry about it.
It's fine. It's totally fine. Why would this since the best airship engineer in the world, it's not like it's gonna bring us down or anything.
Right? Guess what?
I think we crashed.
Oh, darn it. We warned them this would happen. This is why we just say, hey, don't go in between fights. You just don't want to get involved. You'll blow up your airship. Okay,
welcome to the Dwarf Castle, Lally-ho!
Yeah, okay. Speaking of donation trains, get some Lally-hos in those donations. Let's see how many Lally-hos we can get, because I hear that dwarves love cats. They're huge fans. Huge fans, yeah. They train them to say Lally-ho. So we've shown up in the Dwarven Kingdom because guess what? There weren't just 4 crystals. We're like, oh no, we have lost all of the crystals to Golbez. And Kane's like, actually, no, there's 4 more and they're underground. And we're like, what? And he's like, yeah, they're underground. Let's go get. And so here we are. Apparently 2 of the crystals have been taken already and we just got here. So we're trying to, like, the Dwarf King's all like, no, it's fine. We've got the 3rd one safe. And Yang's like, do you though? And so the king's daughter has been missing her doll. Surprise, we found the dolls. They're creepy and possessed now, and they are going to try and steal the crystal for their master Golbez. They're creepy
also,
and I don't like them.
Super shout outs to the broken record sound for this music. It is so appropriate.
These dolls are creepy. Fight me. No, don't fight me. Fight the dolls. Okay, so we are taking care of them. We're getting rid of these orange ones first. I believe we're just trying to speed up into the big doll, the actual, because right now we've got Calco and Brenna dolls, but when there's only one type left, they combine into Calco Brenna, who we want to destroy as soon as possible, because if you thought the little dolls were terrifying, this is even worse. You cannot convince me they're cute. You can try through donations. I still won't agree, but you can try. I have faith in you.
Dolls are just kind of creepy. Let's be honest.
These dolls certainly are. They literally possess, and they said they're gonna kill you. We love to kill is an actual line they just said. They creepy. Anyways, we're once again berserked, because berserk in every version is incredibly powerful, and we love it. And so we're not going to do anything to prepare for the next fight, because one of those minute changes that you don't notice playing casually, but you definitely notice playing speedrun, is in basically every other version of this game. There's something called the status ailment priority chart, where certain ailments could not be overwritten by ailments which were lower than them in that priority chart. So as a speedrunner, you could take advantage of that by putting on an ailment which didn't matter in this fight to not get one that would hurt you. In this case, we used to mute the party so we wouldn't get paralysis. Unfortunately, that doesn't exist anymore. Every status ailment can be overwritten by another, which is sad. So we're just doing some prep now, getting ready for the fight. What's gonna happen? Golbez is gonna talk a bunch. He's gonna kill most of us, except for Cecil, and everything will be fine. So, while we're doing this amazing fight where Cecil is going to save the day, we should be able to squeeze in a donation or two.
Alrighty, let's do it. I have a pun.
Yes.
We have $25 from Margaret Ann that says, "Hey friendos, how did people review Edward's performance? They said he wasn't barding. Good luck with the rest of the run."
Boo. Boo. Thanks, Margie.
Margie is awesome.
Margie is awesome. Okay, I think we fit in one more.
Perfect. We have $25 from Aceling that says, "The final day. You should all be proud of the work you put in to get here. And I'll say this for the last time this week. You are amazing. But also, who do you main in Final Fantasy XIV, and why is it not Astrologian?"
Oh, excuse me. Astrologian is an excellent healer class, and I love playing it. I'm a Dark Knight main, though, because I need those Blackest Nights. And tell me in chat, or no, tell me in donations why Living Dead is the best. It's not the best. We hate it. Anyways, sorry. This is not a 14. We're not talking 14. I'm literally not rating right now to be here because I love y'all and this cause. And can we get a shout out? Like, seriously, folks, the folks who are running this, our hosts, our staff, our producers, all of the folks who have been working all week, our runners, commentators, can we give them some shout outs, get a couple donations in, because let me tell you, they have been working their butts off all week to get this amazing show that's been happening. So let's definitely cheer them on and say how great they are. Astrologian is great if you haven't tried it and you like it a little complicated. They hurt White Mage very badly, this thing. I don't know how to do High Level Scholar, and Sage is good if you know how to play it. Anyway, sorry, I'm done. So we're picking up some items here. The dwarves are like, "Hey, we got some treasure. You should have it." And we're like, "I like free things." So we're getting a lot of useful equipment and items. As you can see, we got a silver hourglass, which is a stop item. Elixir items we're gonna equip. It's real good.
It is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
just gonna jump in really quick and say we have hit 105,000 here at Frost Fatales 2022.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, chat, for all your support.
Oh, chat, we can keep it going.
Chat, you the best. Let's keep going, though, because we need to make sure that this cause is well funded.
Yeah, we are about halfway through this run. I think we can get to 110 by the end. I have faith in you, folks. We've still got characters left to name.
We still have incentives, chat.
Oh, there's so many incentives. We've still got that kitty run, that custom map for Celeste. I believe, is that also being run by Frozen Flygon?
Let me check really quickly. I believe so, yes. The gorgeous Frozen Flygon.
Yeah, listen, they are fabulous at all of these games. You are going to want to see this. Like, if you thought their runs earlier in the marathon were good, you haven't seen them run Celeste. Just saying. Like, it blows my mind. Absolutely.
Especially if we can watch them do it with, like, 17 or 18 or 20 bows in their hair.
Yeah, we're trying to get the 18th bow right now.
We had a huge jump in the incentive, but we're still not there yet. So get those donations in, a little less than $3,000 for those cats and all the bows.
Yeah, we want to see that. Cats and bows? Bows with cats? Cats with bows? It's just winning all the way around. Okay, so we are now in the Tower of Babel lower part. We are currently trying to sneak in. We are attacking the Red Wings, trying to keep them distracted while we sneak in and get the crystal. I think it's the crystal we're getting from here. We're here and trying to stop something. But we're being sneaky, super sneaky, and getting some things. That cat claw is going to be very useful. We need that. It's one of we only pick up 2 items in here, and that is one of them. So we're just running through, and we're gonna fight some friends. And by friends, I mean the boss who, it's funny, the creepy music we heard while the dolls were there. Egg! It's literally called Dancing Calcabrenas is the name of the track, but I now somehow in my brain relate it to the next boss that's coming up.
I mean, look, considering the way the next boss acts, it's not too far-fetched.
Yeah, really.
I was gonna say something and it's completely gone from my brain now. Oh yeah, I remember now. So Cat Claw, usually Gang's weapons are kind of elemental. There's poison, fire, ice, and charm, I think is the other one. Cat Claw is the only claw that I believe does an increase in the amount of damage he can do. And we want him to kick quite a lot of butt for this battle because Yang has that absolutely lovely power armlet and lightning claw, and this boss is going to be very weak to lightning.
What? I don't know why anyone would dislike lightning.
Can't imagine.
Yeah, right? So just to remind you, the 2 names we have left are for Edge and Fusoya, who are both going to be named at the same time. The cutoff is going to be when we actually pick up Fusoya, because we have to get back to our ship after that. So you basically have, when you see us summoning a giant airship or spaceship, otherwise known as the Big Whale, or the Lunar Whale, you know you're running out of time. We're almost there. But you've got a bit yet. We've got to finish this. We've got to do the Seal Cave. We've got a few places to go. So you still have time to get those donations in, name your characters, help us get that kitty run, because we need it. So welcome to just Doctor and Barnabas, his creation. Ideally, we would like to kill both of these at the same time because each of them have a special kind of counter program attack which they will perform if the other one is killed. Barnabas, when left alone, will self-destruct and kill someone, which is not super great, but we might be okay here. No, nope. We get some explosions. That's fine. Cecil can take it. Cecil could not take it. But that's fine, because the only person we really need for the next part of this fight is Yang. Because actually, technically both versions are weak to lightning, but this version somehow is especially weak to lightning. And Yin here with the lightning claw just does so much damage. So we're gonna let him dominate this battle, as you can see. So Luke is gonna be putting people to sleep, but unless it's Yang, we don't care. We are just gonna let folks take their well-deserved naps. So he is transformed because that's what you do. Oh, thankfully. So currently everyone but Yang is asleep.
This is fine.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I was just like, oh, but we're fine. So yes.
Also, there's going to be a little bit of flashing because I'm not going to detoxify my party. It's not really bad flashing, but it is a little bit. So if you are sensitive, you might want to look away for a little bit.
Yeah, in previous versions, that's much better than it used to be.
Yeah.
In other versions of the game, the whole screen blinks, so it's our disco walk. But now you're just a disco character, so that's not quite so bad.
Yeah, because once we get to the next plot event here in the tower, it'll just automatically heal us and it won't matter. So there's no reason to really waste the time to use Asuna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
although if I could actually get to the room, that would be nice.
No, that's it. Runs over. The enemy said we can't go to this room. So we got the key, which we needed to go here. We're trying to disable these cannons because this tower's hurting us and we don't like it. However, there's some dark imps in here. Oh, sorry, goblin captains who are like, we're going to stop you. And we're like, you really are not. They are weak, incredibly weak. Not quite 42 HP weak, but good try, Rydia. We appreciate the hustle. I do think she just learned bio, though, which is actually really good. So these goblin captains, though, are like, oh no, if we're going, so are these. So they set these cannons and therefore the tower to explode. So now we activate a Metroid escape sequence. Not really, but that would have been really heckin' cool. Yang locks himself in the room. He's like, don't worry. I can stop this and save you. Don't worry about it. And locks the door. I'm sure there was a better way to do this, but Yang's like, no, I got it. And you're like, okay, sounds good.
It's totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, bye, Yang. Now, explosions. Does that count as a double dragon blink?
I don't know, because you don't actually see anything happening.
No, he's gone. I'm convinced he's gone.
I don't want him to be gone, though.
No, it's true. We love Yang. I think if anyone could stop the explosions with his fists, it would be Yang. He is that powerful. Okay, so
it's one of the fun things about free enterprise is the ability to kind of take whoever you want through the game.
Yep. And do it in any order. Don't want to do the giant? Don't. Test your luck. Hope for the best. You will be punished, we promise. Always
especially
check.
when Miss Dragon is at the 4 element spot. I'm giving Netara nightmares, chat. It's totally fine.
I'm crying. Miss Dragon is hard in any spot. Put it there. My tears will flow. That's fine. That's fine. We can defeat Miss Dragon. That's fine. Miss Dragon doesn't have an item anyways. So yeah, here we are. So haha, sucks to be us because Golbez is like, oh, you thought you escaped? Nah, I'm gonna blow up the stairs with you on it. Ha! Got him. Yeah.
Thankfully, though, we got Sid.
Mm-hmm. Sid too powerful. Please nerf.
No, can't nerf Sid.
No.
The beard makes him all powerful.
It's true. If there's anything this game has taught me, it's more beard equals more power.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I love this chase scene through the underworld because it always fades out right before you're going to hit the wall of the map.
Yep.
So you're chasing around, like, this map is incredibly small and limited. And yes, they did fix the suplex. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can confirm, did suplex train.
Yep, same.
Did get imped 4 times before doing it, and kept having to redo it. But anyways, because I wasn't leaving without doing that. So yeah, so again, chasing us the opposite direction now. Fade out before the wall. It's a really good effect, but yeah. So Sid just did all of that work to get this airship for us. Pulled up, caught us with the airship because he is the boss. And now he just jumped out with a bomb in order to save us. Sid, you're too powerful.
Don't do it, Sid.
And yes, they did fix the train not flipping. They had addressed that, but can confirm the train flips. So yes, that looks like a double dragon blink. I think he's gone too.
But the beard, surely the beard will protect him.
I don't think the beard will protect him, and don't call me Shirley. I'm not sorry.
You should never be sorry.
I'm just dating myself here. Don't worry about it.
It's all good.
It's all good. So, bye, Sid. We miss you already. So, yeah, Sid literally comes and saves you just to sacrifice himself. Like, why? Sid, please no. So, yeah, so we're out of the underworld, and we're coming back to Baron because we love our airship, but it is not powerful enough to get us where we need to go. If only Sid were here to help us. So, we're going to go talk to his apprentices. And his apprentices are all like, oh yeah, sure, the boss told us to help you with anything we need. We best not be caught slacking. He'll yell at us later, and we're just here crying into our soup. We're just like, no. So yeah,
we want to tell them, but we also want them to do the work, so we'll wait till afterwards. We'll fine.
Tell them later. Good, don't worry about it. If we don't tell them, Sid's not really gone.
Exactly.
Yeah. Chad points out that he'll be back in the next Final Fantasy. And I mean, how dare you, but you're not wrong. To my knowledge, someone with more experience can correct me. The difference between the normal and hard difficulties of the 3D remake are quite noted.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm not saying I own and have finished the DS version. But it was hard in a way none of the other ones were. Did they just extend that? That was silly. I love that.
It's amazing. You have a little bit of a range on getting into and or using your hovercraft and any other.
Oh my god.
Craft in particular.
Yeah. Oh my god. You should be able to get to the shoals from further to the left.
I'm fine.
I was just wondering because we do that in Free Enterprise. I don't know if you still can. So welcome to Eblin Cave, the top of the tower we were just in. We need to go back in there because the crystals are still there and we need to check things out. But the kingdom of Eblin has already been attacked. But it turns out they are real cool and they're ninjas and they escaped. So they're totally fine and they're just living in this cave. But we have to go through said cave in order to get to Upper Babel.
We're also gonna buy things and start making Kane our hero.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Who doesn't like a dragoon? Right? They always get such a bad rap. They're just holding down the floor.
Listen, someone's got to protect that floor. We need those floor tanks. But truly, one of the kind of consistencies between all versions of Final Fantasy IV speedrunning that doesn't skip a third of the game is that 1 to 2 characters kind of become your stars because it is too much work and effort and generally speaking unnecessary to level up your entire party to finish this game. So we don't. We just pick a few or like one. In this run, Kane, as therpgchick mentioned, is going to be our star. In the Super Nintendo version, there are actually different routes depending on who you want that star character to be. There's like 2 different Kane routes, which also use Edge, so you level up those 2. I run Rosa route, which uses Rosa's the main, but Kane's also there. Basically, Kane is incredibly useful and is always kept around. Also, here's a ninja. who just
Also,
tried to.
I really miss Flame. Let me show you how it's done.
Oh, it didn't say that. Oh, that's it. I
Yeah.
quit. I'm leaving. I'm gone. I can't be here anymore. My memes are dead.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's their fault. No, but yeah, this used to be Flame. Let me show you how, and he just light him on fire because
Hey, at least we still get the leg. That's the important thing.
the leg is the important thing. That is true. But seriously, this ninja tried to use fire on a fire elemental. Edge, why? Oh my god. So Edge has joined our party. He is, so temporarily, we have our final party. This is actually the same party we will be bringing to the end of the game. The Pixel remasters do not take into account any additions put in by any other versions of these games. So there's no extra dungeons, there's no extra classes. They are just straight upgrades, and quality of life improves from the original Super Nintendo or Nintendo versions of these games. So yeah, you can kind of see that in parts, but it's also really cool because you kind of know what to expect. One of our lovely community members is trying to get herself banned already. Alexa, we warned you. Don't believe her. Okay, so we're back to climbing this tower. We have made it, and we have found out that Edge, whose name is also Edward, spoiler alert, not really a spoiler, you don't really find out in game. He is the Prince of Eblan, and he has a vendetta against Rubicante, the fire elemental of the Four Fiends. So he is trying to defeat him to avenge his kingdom, even though his kingdom's basically fine, though his parents aren't doing so good. He hasn't seen them in a bit. Egg! It's always the best when you get back attacked by an egg.
I know.
So those eggs will literally not attack you until you attack them, because the first time you attack them, it cracks the shell and the monster comes out. And it's just really funny when you get surprised. It's not even the back attacks which are funny, it's the surprise attacks, because you're just, look, you got a back attack. You just got, like, oh my god, by an egg. It is just an egg there. You just turn around and there's an egg. You're just oh my god.
If an egg was suddenly randomly behind me, to be fair, I'd be kind of surprised too.
Especially a large one. Egg! Wow, there's a lot of eggs this time.
That is a lot of eggs. All right,
is a lot of
make
eggs.
sure that we have everything here in order, because this is not the easiest fight coming up.
Rubicante in all versions of this game is a meanie. An honorable meanie, but a meanie all the same. He is tough. He likes to hurt you. Your parents are telling you to go to hell, literally, and that's not very nice.
We will be doing a quick save before we get into the Rubicante fight, just so we don't have to go through this again.
Can I just mention how much I love quick saves?
Oh my god, yes.
Because it's just a temporary save, it's a one-off save, but you can continue playing and use it at any time. It's just, once you've overwritten it, it's gone.
Yeah.
So it's better than some of the previous versions of quick saves, where it's just like, it was a place where you could stop and it didn't retain the save. It gives you a lot more safety. So you literally do not have to do anything to Edge's parents. It is slower to attack them in a lot of cases, because poor fam has been turned into monsters, I believe, by Luge, because Luge is a great person, or was a great person. And thankfully, though, this is a plot battle, and they regain their senses just by the end, and they're like, we have to go now before we get mind controlled again. We want to die as we are, your parents. And so they die, and Ed just like, you thought I was mad before? You ain't seen nothing yet. Literally summons spells he didn't know before because he's cool, and is like, it's on, Ruby. So Ruby, though, is fairly honorable and wants this to be a fair fight, so cures you. He's just like, oh, you were just fighting people. We can't do this. I'm gonna make sure you're at full power, and then you're gonna attack me. Also, leg. The
leg is best.
Leg is best. Leg is powerful. Please respect the leg. I don't know if this script is still in this, but in previous versions of this, that was rude. If you use Fire 1 on Rubicante while his cape is closed, he would cast life on the party.
I don't think that that's a thing.
It is in other versions. I just don't know if they retained that script. It is an actual existing script.
I mean, here, I don't think that's a thing, but I don't know.
No, I don't know. It's something to test. Anyways, so when his cloak is open, he is weak to ice. When his cloak is closed, ice will actually heal him. If it's cast as a spell. If you just attack him with a weapon which is ice aligned, it still does all the damage because consistency, or at least that's how it was in the Super Nintendo version. Needless to say, we're just going to wait for his cloak to be open. We see that leg, and we are going to hurt him with all of our ice and water spells because Flood counts. So we've got Flood from Edge, Shiva from Rydia. I don't know why he keeps Blazzaring himself.
It's a counter to Rydia's spell.
Really?
Because if you do it while his cloak is closed, it
well,
will.
Yeah, he'd heal himself further.
Yeah. But he's
Yeah.
not got the best AI, so he, does it with the cloak open. Okay, can you? Actually, you know what? Edge, you can stay down. You can stay there.
Yeah, you've done good, Edge.
I'm good.
Yeah. And he does do good, but comparatively to like the 4,000 Rydia is doing, I think you're fine.
He only has one more flood cast anyway, so this is fine.
Yeah, take a nap, Edge. You've earned it. You've had a stressful day. Okay, so we're going to... So as you can see, even though we're doing a lot of damage to Ruby, some of his attacks hurt a lot. Like, we don't care too much about Fira, or even Firaga, honestly, but when he does those Inferno casts, either as a single cast or as a party cast, they hurt, but especially when it's single cast. Like that. It just one-shots your characters. So it is not good. Ruby can very quickly wreck your day, especially if anything gets mistimed attack-wise. So, so far so good. I say as I commentator Kershaw, you're welcome.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to close his cloak so quickly.
Yeah. Okay, it didn't do that much. Thankfully, his magic power is not as high as ours, and it does give us a bit of healing time here. We've got enough MP to get some Shivas out, so don't you hit Rydia. She's bringing our best girl Shiva in here.
She is cute and precious, and I need her to live.
Yes, please do not hurt our not so tiny child. Oh yeah, Rydia grew up. Forgot to mention that. No, why are you? Oh. You're seeing right now why we quick save before this fight. It can go south real quick because Ruby is mean. You know it's bad when we're getting Cecil Cures out.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Hey, it's
totally
good.
Fine.
That's what I mean. It helps.
Owie?
Ruby, please. We need you to chill a little bit.
Stop being a blit.
A little too hot in here. You need to cool it down a bit.
All right, show me that sexy leg.
Get that leg out there. Yeah, look at that leg. How underleveled is the runner here? Very.
Extremely
underleveled. It's just because we're taking advantage of we're in area appropriate gear, at least for the appropriate stats we need. We're like magic boosting stuff. So, we're doing a lot of damage. But as you can see, a few extra hits or a few hits to the wrong people and things go south. Thankfully, therpgchick is good at this and pulled that through masterfully. So while we do our walkthrough, because we're definitely going to save the day with no problems, let's toss it back over to Casper.
Alrighty. It seems that your friend Margaret Ann has jokes. So we have $75 from Margaret Ann that says, wait, why is the spaceship screaming? I must have accidentally summoned the lunar whale. I like that one. Hold on.
That's good. It was really good.
We also have $30 from Moradin that said, had to get the best video game number, 0xFF, which is 255, evidently. The more we
Nice.
know.
Also appreciate the Wheel of Time name.
We also have an anonymous donation, one of $5 and one of $7. And chat, I love seeing these donations because when we get these little donations, they really truly add up to help us get to our goals, like the cat incentive. So thank you so much for those donations. We really truly appreciate them from everybody.
It'll help Edge get better if we can pet some cats. Cats make everyone feel better, and look at him. He's sad.
He's
Please
just
help him
taking a
feel better.
nap. He's tired.
Yeah,
but he
and
could
when you-
use some kitties to cuddle with while he's sleeping.
Exactly. And you can keep going. You can get another couple in, I think.
All right, perfect. We have $5 from Mirimosa that says, y'all, can we get some happy birthdays for Alias? Or happy birthday, Alias.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Chat, can we get a happy birthday for Alias?
Can we get a happy birthday to the ground? Sorry.
Wow.
I'm nothing but memes. I'm memes in a trench coat.
Confirmed. I've seen her in person before.
It's true. So we have gone our airship. It has been upgraded. It can fly over lava. We're having a good time. And so we're going to visit Dwarf Castle and kind of update them. Be like, hey, we're doing good. I'm sure it's fine. We can get the crystals. No problem. So he's like, okay, so you're going to take this pendant. It looks like Golbez and his crew have not gone to the sealed cave where the last crystal is. You should go there first and beat him to it and get it, because that has not gone wrong in any other scenario, in any other thing we have done in this run so far. Okay, we also, surprise! Sid's okay! He's too powerful with his beard, and he's just asking about food.
I scoot.
I scoot! Scoot! So, him and Edge are having a bit of a pissing contest about who's better, and we know it's Sid, so sorry, Edge. And Sid's just hopping out of bed, being like, no, I'm totally fine, I can help! And he hops around, and the nurses are just like, get back in bed, oh my god, heal. You have to rest when you're hurting. And Sid's like, no time, science. So now he's making these nurses do engineering work on the airship. And Edge. And Edge, because, you know, that kid got to do some work around here. Beard equals bomb-resistant armor. Approved.
So typically the next course of action would be to go into the sealed cave, obviously, right? And get the next crystal. But we're going to make a little bit of a detour first. Because we need to continue to overpower our amazing Dragoon.
It's true. We need more powerful things. So, yeah, so he just fell asleep. He went into his bed, sad music played, and we're like, oh no, he overworked himself. It's the end. And then the Z's come up to show he just went to sleep. He's fine. He's too powerful. So, we are going to make a pit stop to the Sylvan Cave. This is an optional dungeon, where you find that, spoiler alert, Yang isn't dead either. He's fine. He's just in the care of the Sylphs. And once you see him and go back and talk to his wife, she'll give you a frying pan, which you can use to wake him up. However, we're not here for Yang or the Sylph Summon, which is really good. We are here for some of the chests, because there are many treasure chests. There's, green, gooey, lava floor, and there are trap chests as well. But we are here for some specific chests with some good equips. Yeah, so we're going to get all set up with that in order to make the sealed cave easier. The sealed cave, for any of you who remember, is a time. There's a reason that many of us skipped it. Even in the US version, there was a glitch where you could just exit out, get the crystal in advance, and activate the ending cutscene for that dungeon as you entered. It was beautiful and brilliant, however, not accessible in this version, so you must do the cave. However, that doesn't mean we can't make it much easier on ourselves, because the doors which are inside of the sealed cave are actually an excellent source of experience. So we're going to take advantage of that to level our powerhouse of Old Trusty up. But to make that even easier, we're going to get him a weapon. The Avenger, for those who are familiar. For those who are not, it is a very good weapon. And when on the correct hand, I believe, is how it works in this version, it will auto-berserk you. So even in situations or when wearing armor where you should not be able to berserk, you will be berserked. And it is so good. Yes, Neon Gray, this run uses the Avenger, not to throw it because that would be a waste, to use as an actual good weapon. Sorry, Edge, you are not our powerhouse for this. It is our lovely Kane. So we're getting all set up.
That was really rude to do that to Rydia.
It was. So I gotta say, not only was she a frog, she was a frog with sunglasses, which is really heckin' cool and adorable, but not what we were looking for.
Nope, not today anyway.
Yeah. So we are... Couldn't even do any damage to Rosa. Good try there. So we're using Titan in order to take care of these friends, because Titan is just... Quake in general is just a really good spell. It goes through... It's not affected by Reflect. It's ground target. It affects all enemies. It is just really good. So we like Titan is how she can use Quake until she gets it, which, spoiler alert, and I'm pretty sure she doesn't get Quake in this run, which is sad because you get it way too late. But Titan's a good substitute.
Sorry, Rydia.
Yeah. So Malboros are standard enemies, them and their bad breath in the Final Fantasy games. I don't actually know offhand which is the first Final Fantasy to contain them, but I'm pretty sure it was not this one. So give us that shiny Avenger. We're going to make good use of that. And now we are heading to the sealed cave. We have the pendant, which will let us in the door. We have the Avenger, which is going to let Kane kill the mean doors really easily, and is also going to do some good stuff. It's going to be a great time.
We will be saving before a couple of doors, because if I get unlucky, I'm going to get dimensioned.
Yeah. They these doors insta-kill, but they insta-kill one character at a time. So generally speaking, you have lots of time to kill them. But we're going to be using just Kane. So if everyone else is dead and you just have Kane and he gets the insta-kill, that goes about as well as it sounds. So here's our first trapdoor. We will have some friends to... No, they're not going to help. They're going to... Yeah. So we want Kane to get this experience. Because again, you can't be a powerhouse at level... What is he at? Like 30? 20? So we're going to level him up to mid to high 40s in this dungeon. Again, he's not going to be sharing the experience. It's just going to be his. Okay, maybe we're going to give Kyoko some. As
Not intentionally.
As a treat. Worst case, you can fight an extra door. I'm so angry.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, so other than, I think there's only, like 2 or 3 items that RPG-chick's going to be picking up here. She's going to be getting some ethers, and we're going to be getting a sword for Cecil, just because it's the 3rd best sword in the game, and the highest sword in the game, which you can get without having to fight a boss. Cecil can also use the Avenger, but we don't want him to in this case. So, a lot of the doors in this floor are completely optional. You open them up and there's nothing in the room. It's empty. Hurrah! So, yeah. Oh, okay. That's not ideal, but still doable. You get a little bit more experience for killing the enemies, but killing the door before the enemy comes out is even better. Look at that experience. We're already up to 35. Cool. Well, while RPG Chick is doing this kind of mini farm, collecting some items, we're going to pass it back to you, Casper.
Absolutely. Alrighty. We have a few donations here. We have $25 from Vicarious Vice that says, I'm eating donuts while watching this run. I would share them with you if I could. I bought a dozen. And then that is just too many for one person. Help.
Donuts.
We will gladly help you. In fact, actually, I want to mention that our total has been growing so fast within the last hour. I see that we're inching closer and closer to 110. I think we'll be able to hit this run, but it's gonna have to take a lot of effort from chat. So get those donations in. Let's see if we get to 110,000, and let's see if we can get to the cats, which is getting very, very close. We are almost there. Get your donations in. When you donate, you can choose the incentive, or if you want to go look at all the other incentives we have as well, you can type in chat. But for now, let's get to cats.
We definitely want cats. We want to get to 110. These are all excellent things. Also, to answer the question in chat, does the Avenger glitch work in Pixel Remaster? My guess is no. I haven't tried it, but for those who are unaware, if you have another weapon equipped and in battle swap it with the Avenger in the US version, you get to have the Berserk quality of the Avenger with the attack power of the other weapon. So if you had a better weapon there and you swap it in battle, it means you have an automatic Berserk weapon, which is even more powerful than the one it's supposed to be. It's really great. We like it a lot. It is a glitch. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't work.
Yeah, which is sad. Okay, you can keep going if you want.
Absolutely. Alrighty, we have $200 from Donator187 that says, love Final Fantasy IV from my childhood, and I love seeing it be destroyed. Putting my donation to seeing the Blue Lions in Fire Emblem, since I've yet to see the Blue Lions played at GDQ. That's right, that's another incentive that we have that you could check out on the incentive channel or page.
Ooh, that's that I heard, because I know we have some folks who'd really like Golden Deer. What's in the lead for that right now? Is it still Golden Deer, or...
It looks like right now that, Blue Lions is ahead.
Well, if you want Golden Deer back in the lead, you're gonna have to donate for that. You can flee while Berserk. I think you could always flee while Berserk.
Yeah, running is running. I don't think that was ever an issue.
No. Okay, you can keep going if you'd like.
Perfect. We have my first donation in my GDQ host history that says this, but we have $299 from Agox that has a heart and says "Uwu." Simply.
Woo!
Precious.
We also have an anonymous $250 donation. Okay, some people want to see some cats. We love to see it.
Yeah, we do. We would really like to see some cats. I personally would really like to see some cats.
I would too.
Yeah, we're big cat fans here. Also, we've just got the crystal. Woo! Casper, you like cats too, right?
I love cats. My cat's right here.
Oh, well, see? Help us. Help us, please. We need cats. Give them to us. Or this wall is coming. I mean, hi, we're gonna fight a wall. Or sorry, when I say we, I mean Old Trusty. With his Old Trusty Avenger is going to avenge the twins and kill a wall.
Yep, that sounds about right.
I love the emotes and the uwus in the chat and the kitties. I refuse to hold on to a crystal. How dare you? My hands are slippery, okay? This boss will, in fact, squish your party if it gets too close. It is very bad. This boss really, truly destroys you if you don't kill it in time. Yeah, it squishes you, which is, it'll start insta-deathing your characters. And while you technically can you still Phoenix down undead? Yes. Like, not bosses, generally speaking, because they tend to work in immunities to that. But yeah. So, yeah, that wall mean, but nothing is meaner than Kane with an Avenger.
Apparently not.
No, that Avengers are strong. It is a very good weapon. It's a good weapon anyways, plus the berserk it adds. It's powerful. We like it.
We're going to fight just a couple of more doors on the way out, just to get Kane to make sure that he's going to be over 3,000.
Oh, well, if we're doing that, that means that's more donation time for more cats.
It is.
Alrighty, let's see how many more cat donations we have. I saw a bunch of them just come in. We got a few more for them. Okay, here we go. We have $50 from Tavon that says, I trust old Trusty. He would never break our trust again.
No. Nope.
We also have $75 from Lava Flyer that says, thanks for the hard work. Thanks for the donation.
Ooh, just to insert for a quick second, Wells brings up a very good point that using a Phoenix down on undead enemies has never been a glitch, but an intended mechanic. Bringing in the facts here. Hey, you can keep going.
I actually have a quick challenge for chat. I want to see if we can get this going. As I mentioned before, just a simple $5 donation is really, really helpful to our cause. And I was wondering if we can start a $5 donation for our cats. Let's see if we can get to our incentive with a train. I know we can do it, chat. I know if we just group together, we can absolutely get there. So I challenge you all to a $5 train. Let's see.
Let's do it for the kitties.
Let's go, chat.
Old Trusty trusts you, just like we trust him, implicitly. Wait. Okay, so speaking of trusting, we trust you much more than we trust old Trusty. Because he's like, they're like, uh-oh. Are you okay, old Trusty? He's like, yeah, I'm totally fine. I'm in control of myself. And then he immediately attacks you and steals the crystal and runs off. And you're just like, gosh, golly, we thought you were done with this. So, surprise, Kane's mind controlled again. So
Kane.
Let us be clear. Kane is an excellent person. Kane is being controlled by forces much stronger than him and being forced to do terrible things. He was trying to help. He's doing his best. But yeah, he's gone again. And we're like, curses! How dare you do this to us? But that's okay, because we got the crystal. Oh no, that means the enemies have all the crystals, right? Ooh,
I think I just crushed the castle.
Yeah! Take that, castle. You know what you did. Because we need more cats. So this is, we're very quickly coming up to our cutoff for the last two names, Edge and Fusoya. So once we actually recruit Fusoya is our recruitment time. So yeah, we are just about to start heading to the moon. So I'd say about 5 minutes, generously. Might be a little less than that.
Probably a little bit less than that. It just depends on how nice the moon is to me walking back and forth.
But the moon wouldn't betray you. It's not like it's haunted or anything.
No, not at all. There's totally not things like red sandworms up there waiting to destroy me.
Or hair dryers.
Yeah. Hair dryer? Nobody ever got hurt by a hair dryer. Come
That's what you think. The moon says otherwise. Also, Sid is once again bullying or flirting with Edge. You decide. Also, cats will help fix this airship and help protect us from, the ghosts on the moon.
I have a kitty right here to help protect me, so I'm good.
Yeah, kitty. Also, for those Final Fantasy XIV fans, quite a lot of what went into Endwalker is based or inspired by Final Fantasy IV. So if you were not familiar with this game, welcome! Look at all the references which you are now recognizing. I won't say specifics because Endwalker's still new enough. I'm not spoiling. Yeah, but there are many times while I was playing it, I went, that's from FF4! That's an FF4 reference! There's a lot of them. Also, Moon's Haunted. Sorry, not sorry.
All right, so now we can drill our way back to the surface and figure out what the heck we're gonna do next, because they have all the crystals. What are we supposed to do? Like,
Cry.
really, what are we supposed to do?
Let's just, I don't know, cry somewhere. That sounds good.
No, we can't give up. We can't give up. We
I
have
didn't say we're
to
gonna give
fight
up,
the
but-
good fight.
We're gonna have a good cry first. And you know where is really good for crying? Mysidia.
It is. It's a good place to go
It's a
cry,
good-
especially
yeah.
because it has some heckin' banging music in this remaster.
Oh my god. I can't do my beep boops. But just listen, it beep boops. Beep boop. Beep boop. You're welcome. You're never
Unfortunately, we
gonna
have
unhear.
to have a legend again, though.
Yeah, you know that legend we talked about that we said would never come back again? Surprise, it's back again. Yeah, it's pretty great. And Final Fantasy XIV does make reference to Final Fantasy II.
Yes.
Sorry to break your heart, but it does. Right in the beginning, too. You join the Scions, and Amphilia's like, yeah, if you want to know if anyone else is in our group, give them the special code word of Wild Rose. That's right. Got him. So now we are going to pray a spaceship into existence because we are that good.
You gotta help us, chat. You gotta pray in chat for us.
So let's all pray. Pray, bring our thoughts together, and raise the big whale, the lunar whale. My God, majestic. Majestic.
I still think it looks like a bird, but that's me.
How dare you? I'm seeing it now and I'm mad about it.
Now you can never unsee it. Yes, my plan was successful.
How dare you? I lost the doggy face on Golbez and I gained a bird ship.
I thought it looked like a bird in the original SNES version too, though. The
How dare
only version I thought that it actually looked like a whale was in the DS version.
I can't remember what it looked like in the DS version. I can just see the blatant tail here. It's a whale.
It's a bird.
Bird whale? Okay, chat, bird or whale? So you can send in your $5 donations and tell us. Or we can have a poll, whatever. Going to the moon. Okay, so really last chance. We're walking. You haven't the time it takes us to walk from our parking spot to that cool crystal castle. Yeah, let's be clear. Some Final Fantasies are referenced much more than others in 14, but I think most, if not all of them, have been referenced at least a little.
I could do without a lot of these back attacks, though.
No, they just want hugs. You did that. I would like to know for the record that you did that. I said nothing. No, actually, I said you love them. That's fine. I'm still blaming you.
Hey, I thought everything was your fault in this run.
No, you can't prove it. Where am I? What year is this?
The moon is very mean at this level.
The moon is haunted. So we actually have to walk where we're going, which is just, how dare they? Look at those plans. Nothing but
flan.
pudding. So we picked up that lunar curtain. I believe that increases evade.
So it's gonna make one of the fights coming up. So it gives you a temporary reflect and a temporary evade.
Nice. Yeah, also
Although,
those were the hair
maybe
dryers.
maybe the evade lasts throughout the battle, but the reflect definitely does not.
Oh, is it the Star Veil?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know what that is now, yeah. Or is it the Moon Veil?
I
Probably
always
the
get
Moon
those
Veil.
I always get those two confused, but it's probably
Yeah.
the moon veil.
Well, the Moon Veil has both the reflect and the physical evade. It's probably
Then
not
it's the-
broken like it is in that. Also,
Yeah.
welcome to our mop. So we are going to be cutting off the naming incentive for Edge and Fusoya. And a reminder, I'll try and remind you again, that we are not going back to Earth right away. We are renaming our characters.
Keep reminding me because that would be really bad.
Yep. Because as soon as you leave the moon, you can't come back with Fusoya.
Yeah.
So it's not good. And the only place you can rename him is on the moon.
Of course, we're going to have to find that Nimingway in there.
But it can't be hard. It has a very distinct look.
Yeah.
I'll go see myself out. Folks will see in a moment why my comment is mean.
I get abused by my co-commentator here.
With love. With love.
Yes. With all the love, yes.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, I don't think there's a naming way in there. It's just lots of Hummingways. Their names are Hellingways, not Loperots. Fight me. Gotta go.
Good job, Fusoya.
You did it!
You whacked that grenade.
You're a champion.
Got time for one more donation before the
not quite yet.
close?
In
Alrighty.
1 second. Yes, but no. This better be the pilot. Pilot? Good. Okay, yes, you're safe now.
I did not mess up.
You didn't mess up. Yeah, you can read donation now.
Already sounds good. Just wanted to get some in before the names close. We have $15 from Lady Starbird that says, "Did I hear a cat incentive? All the more reason to name Edge Alf."
Okay, can I have Fusoya's name?
Absolutely. Okay, after a solid battle, I watched this go up and down. It ended up being Mop.
Yeah.
M-O-P.
You are likely going to see, you might see why this name actually comes. Never mind, I'll explain later. Go ahead.
And for Edge?
For Edge, even though we had a hard push for Alf, it ended up being Vertex. Vertex.
Thank you, chat, for all the naming incentives and all the names. Y'all are super duper amazing.
Yeah, this is all going to such a good cause. But yes, Mop is what the Japanese community calls Fusoya Uncle Mop because of how his sprite looks when he is dead. He literally just turns into a puddle of beard.
Also, one of the best tracks of the game coming up, Fight Me.
It is a really good track. Here we go. I can show it off.
That's okay, Wells already gotcha.
Oh, he did. I knew I could count on Wells. Okay, so, bad news. Even though we went to the moon, we found this Lunarian who was just like, hey, yeah, I'm the guardian of the moon. We need to stop them. Whoopsie got here a little late, and Golbez has summoned the Giant of Babel from the Tower of Babel, which, as you can see, is taking 2 steps and firing its lasers. So, bad stuff happening, very destructive. We don't like this. So, we need to attempt to stop this giant, because lasers bad. Unless there are lasers.
I mean, destroying the world is, probably not a good thing.
Open to debate. Wait, gotta go. So, hey, so it looks like, so a lot of our friends are back. The power of friendship has come to save us, and our friends are joining together with different forces. We have airships, we've got tanks, and they're all coming to help us so we can get onto the giant and try and stop it.
We just need the heart of the cards now.
We just need the heart of the cards. AK, look at those cute twins, and Edward! See, everyone's fine except for Tele. He double dragon blinked, he's gone.
Yep. Also, fun fact, if you don't go visit Yang in the Sylvan Cave before this point, sucks to be you because you're out of luck.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
No spoon for you.
Mm-mm.
Oh, this theme is so good.
It's very good. So Squoot's making sure to get us closer to the giant. so we can get in and try and destroy it from the inside. So again, we're going to be picking up a couple of items from in here, but unlike other versions of the speedrun, we will not be doing any sort of experience grinding in here. We have done all the experience grinding we're going to do. We just want to get in and get out.
Hopefully in one piece.
But we'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Do you know Lahi? I will play for you. Okay, so we are climbing through this giant, and again, I think it's 2 chests, 1 chest we're gonna pick up?
Just one. I'm just gonna pick up the Soma drop.
So we're gonna get, so that again is another Japanese-only item. It is a permanent MP boost. The silver and gold apples give a permanent HP boost. The reason we're getting that 1 Soma drop is it will increase whoever we give it to, in this case Fusoya, it's going to increase his MP by 10. Now 10 doesn't seem like a lot. Why would we go out of our way for 10 MP? Well, you see, Fusoya has 190 MP. Flare costs 50 MP. So that 10 MP is the difference between 3 and 4 flares. And flare is excellent. So we really want that. Now, one of the cool things that the Pixel remasters like to add on occasion are little extra healing points or stores in places they weren't originally. So here we have a, I don't know, shopping way. I'm convinced it's cheating way, but you know. And they are in this giant and they are selling us really good items. And so we're picking up a few of those to do some extra damage on these upcoming fights, because if you thought we were woefully underleveled before, you ain't seen nothing yet. Our powerhouse right now is Fusoya, and he is at the default. So I hope you're familiar with Mega Man games, because it is time for the refights. Our 4 robot masters have appeared, and we're gonna fight them again.
And I'm gonna be really quiet while I concentrate and try not to die.
Do you want me to be quiet too?
No, you're fine. I just, this is rough, so.
Yeah, no, you concentrate. So the big deal about this is we're not fighting these separately. They are all combined into one fight. And as we kill one, it's gonna swap to the next one within the fight, and so it's got a shared HP pool. But its weaknesses and strengths are going to change depending on which one is actively out. So that means what we're using depends on timings, what's dangerous, what's effective, what's going to heal. Like, there's a lot going on here. So we very quickly got Scarumione out of the way. We're on to Kainazo, who's weak to lightning. One of the items that we picked up a bunch of from that shop was these Rage of the Gods, which is doing, I believe, a lightning 2 or a lightning effect, which, because Kainazo is already weak to it, is doing a lot of damage. So we're going to be taking advantage of this. But again, as you can see, there's a lot of damage and bad things are happening. Now, I believe this is fairly expected at this point, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. No, I see some Phoenix sounds coming out. So we weren't looking for everyone dead here. Now, these last 2 are especially bad. Valvalis or Babricia is particularly bad because we can't do as much damage to her like we were to some of the others. And Ruby coming up does a lot of damage to us, even though we can also do a lot of damage to him. So again, a lot of focus on timing, keeping people alive. There's a lot going on here, and their combined HP pool, as you can see by the amount of 9999s we're tossing out, and they're still alive, is a lot. It's really a lot. So yeah, lots of focus, lots of things. And these sort of fights do tend to change and morph depending on what strategies we figure out. We do some neat things with reflect spells in other versions of this game, but they require us to have leveled up more. So unfortunately, it didn't go so well this time, but another bonus of the Pixel Remaster is it autosaves, I think, every time you enter a new room. So a lot safer that way, especially for speedrunning. Oh no, something went wrong. We wiped this time. No big. You're right there again. You don't lose like masses of time trying to get back. So here we go. Let's see if we can get, why, Mylon, why are you being so mean? Why are you being so mean there? So, but he's, as you can see, this fam is the easy one because we just toss like high potions and elixirs and he goes away. So back to our turtle friends, get them thunders out. Again, the first two are the easiest to do our damage to. So RPG made sure to buy extra of these items just so she would definitely have enough to just keep tossing that damage out. Because as you can see, sometimes one hit is all it takes to kill a character. Oh yeah, it's a tactical nap chat. Agreed. Hey, 2 down, 2 to go. Swapping over to our Arctic Winds. Lightning doesn't do much here. Nice. Putting on that Lunar Current a little later, I believe.
Yeah, a little bit later than the first time.
Yeah. Should the effect should last longer this way. Good. Yeah, it's real good. Okay, getting more of those Arctic Winds. This is already going way better than last time. Thankfully, you don't need to jump to get her out of her spin, which is great because you don't have cane. So literally impossible.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even if you wanted to, you're kind of stuck.
Listen, Fu can jump. Look at him. Look at that beard.
That is not very nice.
No. And this is one of the dangers with speedrunning. It's you do everything you can to be as low level, to be as fast as you can, but oh, it's scary sometimes.
Yep.
Hello, it is me, being absolutely terrified. See you in a bit. Listen, Ruby, you gotta try harder than that. Okay. Who also has some good gear on, so that Inferno just doesn't hit in the same way it does the first time you fight Ruby.
It can, though.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't. I think there's 2 different versions. I don't know. It does weird things. Oh, nicely done. Oh my god. I couldn't talk there. I was like, I'm terrified here. Oh, very well played.
Oh, that was lucky.
Yeah, no, that was skill. Okay, got it. First try.
First try. It's all
First try. So now we just take a moment to heal up a bit in time for our next boss, because no, they couldn't just give us one boss here. That would be too easy. It is now time to fight a big computer.
There it is.
Listen, we love the mop in this house. Good work.
All right, let's go.
Okay, time for our next boss, CPU.
Thankfully, this is not nearly as bad.
No. Especially when I saw the strat, I was like, oh my goodness, this is nice.
Yeah.
So one of the things about this is that you've got 3 parts. You've got the attack node, the defense node, and CPU. You want to get rid of that defense node first, otherwise it's going to keep curing CPU, which is annoying. Something else is annoying is CPU casting Reflect. But something that's really useful is that staff that Fusoya came with, which we have now put on Rosa. When used as an item, And in this game, you can use things as an item just continuously. They don't break. Cast this spell. So we can get rid of that reflect. We have to be careful with auto battle or anything, but honestly, because of targeting, I'm pretty sure we're not using auto battle anyways here. So we're just making sure that Rosa is going to get that dispel off, and that allows us to keep using our spells, because while spells like Quake technically doesn't it's not reflected, but we also have to be careful not to get rid of that attack node. If we kill both of the nodes while CPU is still alive, CPU starts tossing out a move which might be renamed in this one, but is previously called Globe 199, which just starts literally one-shotting your characters. 3 out of 5, like, it does mean things. It's not very nice. And then it regenerates the nodes. So you just don't want to deal with that. Better to be a little careful, do that dispel and everything. So we did our casts, getting that dry ether, which is why we wanted to pick it up earlier, so we can restore Mop's MP and keep going. Because again, you're seeing how good this flare is, both for speed and damage. Once we know we've gotten CPU down below 10,000, we're going to use a Meteo, because it is way slower, but it goes through shields and it's multi-person attack. So that way we can get rid of the last 2 at once. Yeah, program 199 is just, ow. Nobody likes it. It hurts a lot. So here's Meteor. There you go. Nap time. And done. Much easier than our 4 elemental lords. So we're going to have some lovely plot here involving Cecil, Golbez, family hugs, saving the world. So this is a great time for some more donations.
Absolutely. Alrighty. We have $10 from Albirhi that says, thanks for being entertaining as always and giving anyone and everyone their chance to shine. I can always rely on Games Done Quick to offer amazing content and support for good causes. Thank you so much for that. We also have $27 from Windslash, who says, $27 of my favorite Final Fantasy, stand true. Wait, I think I'm doing this wrong. Oh well, I'm sure it's fine. A wonderful run so far. We also have several donations for our kitty cat choo-choo train. Thank you so much. I'm going to try to go through these as fast as possible. But we have $5 from Anonymous that says choo-choo kitty train. We have $25 from Zerios that says 5 tickets for the cats, please. We have $5 from Meow, who says meow.
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 And we have another anonymous $5 donation for the kitties. And we also have $50 from Nukaho. Thank you so much. The cat choo-choo train did not disappoint, chat. Let's see if we can keep it going.
Yeah, kitty train, best train.
As I say that, we have $50 from Snacks, who says, please show us the cats. I would like to see them.
Please. Please, sir. My kitties.
We need those kitties.
Please. Please, friends.
Please. We also have another anonymous $5 donation that says for the kitties. We also have a $25 donation from Yawning Joran that just simply says, yeah.
Yeah.
We have,
No, I'm just going to say very, very quick plot summary. Turns out, hey, guess what? Golbez was also being mind controlled. Fu broke that, and now Golbez is mad and is like, oh, don't you dare. And also, he's Cecil's big brother. Surprise! So Cecil's having a bit of a crisis, being like, what? I have a brother? Also, mind control got broken on Kane because it was broken on Golbez. And so Kane's like, no, really, I'm here. I'm not going to betray you again. And Edge's like, heck no, I'm going to end you. And Rosa's like, no, stop this. He's our friend. Also, they have a moment of misogyny and they're like, ladies, you got to stay behind. We couldn't bear it if you were hurt.
It's unfortunately very 90s.
It's very 90s. But thankfully, these ladies are too smart for that. They know their value. Okay, so with that, you can keep going, Casper.
sure. As just a reminder, since we talked about the choo-choo train, the Cat Isle bonus run, it is about a little bit over 2,000 until we get there. I know we can get there. We've made so much progress throughout this whole amazing run. So thank you so much to everybody in chat for all the love. We have $25 from Mac Mog, who says, thanks for a great event. The love is real.
The love is real. Thank you, everyone. We couldn't do this without you folks. Really, truly. Also, ladies said, hey, guess what? We hid in the ship while you flew up. Haha, you can't get rid of us that easily. You need us. And spoiler alert, we do need them. Well,
I'm going to take
really.
a little bit of safety here just to make sure that I have enough elixirs and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the upcoming fight can be a little scary at times. Yeah, this is the only shop in the game, I believe, where you can buy elixirs. Yeah, I don't think you can get them in a Coco's shop. But, they're gated now anyways. But yes, you can buy elixirs here on the moon, but they are incredibly expensive, so... Yeah, this is also the only place on the moon where you can land on the moon's surface.
Oh, hold on, I did a bad thing, so I need to go back.
Oh no!
I sold something by accident, but it's fine because thankfully autosave.
Autosave! They're not Loperits, they're Hummingways. Bite me. Loperits are Hummingways too. They're all Hummingways.
They are.
That's why they hum. That's why they hum.
We sold a bad thing, so I'm gonna get that out of my inventory so I don't do that again.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh no! What,
all right, now it doesn't... I sold the power gauntlet by accident.
Ooh, ow. Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah, no, it's not a good thing. I would have taken the X potions if they were here, but they're not, unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly.
The main thing is, during the course of this fight, we pretty much only have Kane at our disposal. So there are going to be a couple of times we might need to heal him up. And only X potions and elixirs, of course, give you the full restore at once. So I'm just getting that extra elixir just in case. Just in case.
Yep, very important. We want to be
especially because marathon runs.
Yep. And let me tell you, Zeromus doesn't get easier in any version.
Nope.
Yeah,
especially not when you're trying to solo him.
Yeah, spoiler alert, we're going to be soloing him. And it's really heckin' cool. You're definitely going to like it, but it means some prep. Most of this now is just a walk down, honestly. There's a couple of chests we're going to be picking up on the way. We are going to be picking up an elixir and an X potion on our way down once we're in the cavern. And once we get to our crystal section, we're going to pick up a few Fuma Shuriken for Edge. So our friends can help a bit at the beginning because you toss those, they do some great damage, and we like it. But otherwise, we're just on a walk to the finish. So, Casper, we're going to leave it in your capable hands.
Absolutely. We actually have a donation calling back to something a little bit earlier in the run. We have $50 from Exodin that says, Yang was definitely pushed.
Yeah, you know he was Accident. You are the expert. Accident is our community member who hosts and maintains a lot of the material on the Final Fantasy IV speedrunning site. He maintains the knowledge base. He's done a lot of our step charts, if not all of our step charts for games that use them. He is our guru. So thank you so much for supporting us, Accident.
Would you like one more?
You can go for quite a while.
You can go a while. We got about 5-10 floors to go.
Absolutely. No problem at all. We have $13 from non-binary code that says meow meow, mew, purr, meow. Which translates as trans writes right meow. So obviously 2 tickets and change for the kitties.
Best cat's luck.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have $25 from Prof Nest that says, show me kitty, show me right meow.
Right meow.
We also have a little train of $25 donations. So thank you all to Gyrin, Kyrell, Thrawn, and Teffy for those $25 donations that all came in at once.
Woo!
As just, of course, another update on our incentive bonus run. It looks like it's getting closer and closer and closer. Thank you all so much. It's so lovely to see all the donations coming in for this awesome cause. So let's see what else we have from y'all. We have $25 from Ragnar that says, donated on behalf of my partner who uses this marathon to teach her students about Malala, the importance of equitable education, and how gamers can give back. Thanks to all the folks for making this possible. We have $25 from Clarinet Hero who says, Caribou coffee is my hot drink of choice.
You should donate folks with more hot drink preferences. We want to hear all of them.
We have $25 from Old Man Vax who says, love Frost Fatales. Didn't realize it was going on until today, so I've cleared my schedule. Looking forward to some great runs. Thank you so much for that. I also want to take just a couple of seconds to tell y'all about the amazing prizes. If you send in a donation of over $125 to the official GDQ website, you can enter a pool for either a PlayStation 5 or a SkyTech Gaming custom PC. All amazing prizes. If you check out our prize website, you'll see that we have so many different options, perlers, magnets, arts, anything you can imagine. So go ahead and check out those prizes and get those donations in by the end of the day so you can have a chance to win some.
Did you say prizes?
Oh, I said prizes.
Oh.
They sound like some pretty heckin' cool prizes, to be honest.
They really do.
Our prizes this event are phenomenal. I am very blown away by the talent. All right, would you like me to keep going with some more donations?
Oh yeah, we're just about to hit the crystal section, which is at least 3 floors.
Alrighty. We have $50 from Leaf who says, I haven't seen Boonaline before, so let's. Frost Fatale is great, Malala Fun is great, and speedruns are great. Thank you for the good times. And that is a reference to yet another incentive we have coming up.
Chat is also great.
Agreed.
That is very great. Actually,
Fighting sword, we're leaving you alone. Hey, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you are totally fine, girl. I did forget to mention one thing, though. After we meet the Cat Isle bonus run incentive, we're going to introduce another super awesome incentive that we have not revealed yet. So, if you want to see the super secret awesome incentive, let's get to Cat Isle bonus run. We are so close.
I was like, Cats plus secrets? I think we've got to do that.
I'd really like to know what this secret incentive is, chat, so let's make it happen. Yeah.
Alrighty, we have a anonymous $25 donation. Thank you so much for that. And we also have an anonymous $50 donation. 5 tickets to the train.
Woo!
This is like the best train ever.
It really is, and we couldn't do it without you, chat. The kitties
Chad,
need
let's
you.
keep it going. Choo choo. For the kitties. Alrighty, we have a $25 donation from Marissa. Thank you so much for that. And we have another $50 donation from Persephone. Thank you so much for all of these donations, everybody. This is incredible.
Okay, just a heads up. I believe this is the last floor.
It is, thankfully.
Yeah, before we hit the final boss, yeah, it's a bit of a trek down here. So we fit in one more donation for sure.
Absolutely. We have another $25 donation train. That we have $25 from an anonymous donor, Holly and Chase. So thank you all for those donations. That's awesome. Really helps us out.
It really does. Every little bit helps. So thank you so much. Also, confirmed chat, therpgchick is literally, she's just doing so well in this run. And it's not done yet. So let's bring it out strong with our favorite Lunarian, Fusoya! Wait.
That doesn't sound right.
No, it doesn't sound right at all. It's an all Lunarian party right now. So we've reached the base of the thing, and we found the true villain, a Lunarian who is grumpy something. I don't really know his deal, honestly. Zemus is his name, and he's angry. He wants power or something. I'm not even sure if the text really explains his deal. But there's this guy. He's been controlling everything, and now Golbez and Fusoya have teamed up to stop him. And they are gonna cast a meteor, because did you know Golbez was actually a mage? Yeah, spoiler alert, he's wearing all that cool armor, and he is not a melee type. They did it! We just came here to see the finish. Good job, team! We did it!
Woohoo! I love the thud in the Pixel Remaster. It's so good. Just clap.
Clap. You did it! Also, I'm seeing a lot of whose butt flags. You're just gonna have to stick around to see. Oh my god! That body turned into fire with a evil face on it, or just an angry blob with anger. So its name, this is no longer Zemus. No, Zemus has ascended and is now Zeromus. And we're getting more meteors, which are just healing. Zeromus. Oh no! Yeah, this was called W Meteo in the English version.
Yeah, like Twin Meteo, essentially.
Yeah. And they had this crystal, which is supposed to, like, show Zeromus' true form, but Golbez is the one who tried to use it, and he is steeped in darkness. So unfortunately, Zeromus is like, you of the dark tries to use this holy crystal on me? Get out of here. So we're seeing why the Elder was just like, you must become a paladin. Because guess what we need in order to use the crystal? Someone of goodness. Someone who pushed a Yang off the boat. That's right, it's our good pal Cecil. Also, I love this part. It's so good.
All right, so this is a lot about timing, and I am going to do my best to do this on the first try.
I have
So
faith in
wish
you.
me luck. Wish me luck, chat.
Let's do it. Let's get some, let's send RPG Check our energy through donations, through chat. We can do it. First, we have to see this cutscene, though, which breaks my heart in the good way. It's so good. All our friends, they're sending our prayers, including Tala. And they're powering us up because we're in bad shape. And they're all like, come on.
You know what one of the worst things is you
What?
don't get an MP restore here. If you,
What?
like, you were playing it casually, there's no MP restore here.
The heck?
Yeah.
That's just rude. So yeah, you get the crystal from Golbez, but the only person who can use it is actually Cecil. So we're going to use the crystal and reveal this ball of hatred's true form, which is whatever this is. So this, speaking of bangers of songs which have really just been upgraded, this one right here. Oh, Cecil's been berserked. Good. So, as you can probably tell, with these low HP values, most of these friends are not going to last past this big bang, in fact. This is the big attack that Zeromus does. So we are going to be using and timing Old Trusty's jumps in order to skip big bangs. Black Hole just removes any sort of special effects, but we're not using any. Jump is an inherent move. So all RPG Chick has to do is timings. So at this point, we're waiting for that shake. That shake means next up is a big bang. So she does have to make sure to cure from those bios, because otherwise there's some death in Kane's future, and he's the only one alive, so that would be bad. So Black Hole happens. So this fight actually has 3 phases. So this is the first phase. We're sticking around for black holes, waiting for the shake, jumping.
Wait, that was... What?
Yeah, I think you jumped
what?
a little early. Oh,
Yeah,
you
but
survived.
That was weird, though.
Yeah, that's okay. You survived. Yeah, owie, but okay. So then we're going. Zeromus is going to heal. In the Super Nintendo version, they actually had to do kind of an invisible health refill for Zeromus in order to give him as much HP as they wanted to, because they literally could not program him to have the amount they wanted. It was just too much for the system to handle. So they just programmed an automatic HP refresh. Not the case in this version, but they do still have it as a phase change. So right now, we have every few turns, Zeromus is mixing up by tossing in a bio before the black hole. In phase 2, we're dropping those bios, but then every turn, immediately after the black hole, we're going to get a flare, which hurts even more. So we're going to have to change the timings of the jumps from the shake to the black hole and then the shake. So it's kind of a lot going on here, but that's why the timings are really important. So there's the heal. So now we're in phase 2. Phase 3 is meteor phase, which is a little more scary in this version. Okay, here we go. So, dodging flares, can't hit me, I'm invisible. Hear that chorus in the background in this music? Mwah.
It's so good.
So good. There we go. And you can see she's not even selecting jump. She's just turning her auto attack on because the jump has happened. We just need to set auto attack and he just jumps. And the battle goes faster as well. It's really clean. I really like this fight. Some of the speedrun versions of other versions are really scary, like even more scary than this one. And let me be clear, this is scary because all you do is mess up the timing a little and Kane gets blasted with 1 or 2 more things than he can handle, and that's it. Yes, we are giving Kane MP by feeding him elixirs. That is correct. We are on team give Kane MP. Okay, so we are doing good here. We are waiting for Meteo phase, because again, timings are going to change slightly on that, and it means we're on phase 3, and Zeromus is almost dead. But for now, we are just continuing with these same timings. We don't need your flare. Okay, go. So time is on last hit. So we're not there yet, just kind of giving you a heads up. We'll see the flash, but still in phase 2. Trust me, therpgchick is making this look much easier than it is. You mess up that timing at all, and Kane's dead. So we are in meteor phase. Oh, that miss. Oh, we like that. Okay, so she paused there in order to set it up to miss the meteors. Now, she should be able to just keep that auto attack going. Meteors will go, Kane will jump. Meteor will go, Kane will jump. And now we're just basically waiting for the last hit. Time.
And that's time.
Very well done. That was...
crap. I am shaking.
Yeah, I can imagine. The timing on that is so close. Congratulations. That was a really good run.
Thank you. Aside from that Four Fiends fight, which is definitely the worst fight in the entire game. That was...
yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, true final boss. Oh my gosh. It looks like you got a 3:10:45 for the record.
Nice.
Good time. GG. Well done. Thanks.
I'm gonna
Mom.
breathe. I'm gonna breathe now.
Woo!
Oh my gosh.
Chat is very happy. They think you did very well. You
Thank
can
you,
celebrate
Chad, for all those heckin' GGs.
You can celebrate by donating for kitties. We still have a little bit of time left.
Definitely should donate for kitties, because you can't go wrong with kitties.
You cannot. So yeah, right now, Cecil's like, oh, I'll acknowledge you as my brother. Goodbye. Because this is kind of the last chance. Because Golbez is like, I'm going to go to sleep with Fusuya on the moon. We're going to stay there. And you'll never see us again because there's not another game. No, actually, After Years is pretty decent. Just give it a fair shot. Not the same as this. I like certain parts. The parts of it that are good are very, very good. And the parts that are bad are
very, very bad.
Are very, very bad.
Yes. But Wow. First of all, thank you, GDQ and Frost Vitals, for letting me do this run, because I absolutely love these pixel remasters. They have a really special place in my heart, so I'm really happy to show off this one in particular. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to show off FF6 as well.
Woo!
And thank you to Netara. Netara and I actually got our start together as co-commentators during one of the Mysidium Mayhem tournaments.
Yes, we did. It was so fun.
And the rest is, of course, history. Mm-hmm. And as Netara has said multiple times, the FF4 speedrunning community is pretty dang active. They're very helpful. There are a handful of different sets of notes floating around for this run, mostly because all the strats haven't really been ironed out completely just yet. But if you want to join our Discord, if you want to check out this run, yeah, just give us a holler. We'll be happy to help you with whatever you need. Or if you want to run one of the other Final Fantasies, all of that stuff is well documented thanks to Exodin.
Yeah, if you like a version of Final Fantasy IV, we have a speedrun for it, and are very happy to help folks out. So definitely ff4.aexoden.com. It's our repository, link to the Discord. Come join us. Come hang with us. It's a cool time. And thank you again to GDQ for having us. We're going to hand it back over to you, Casper, and to the crew. And definitely keep donating, get those kitties in here, and enjoy the rest of this final day.
Yeah, have a good Saturday, all.
Alrighty, thank you so much to the RPG Chick for that incredible run of Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remaster. If you want to find out more about the Final Fantasy IV community, or any other Final Fantasy communities, obviously you can head on over to RPG Chick's channel, and they will have plenty of resources for you to find out how to get involved. Up next, we have the story of one woman and her many bows. Frozen Flygon will be doing Celeste custom maps Into the Jungle any percent. With this run, we actually have an incentive bonus run for a Cat Isle run at the end of her showcase. So we are very, very close to that incentive. We're about $1,500 away from it. I know we can hit it, GDQ. Thank you so much for all of the support so far. Let's get to the Cat Isle bonus run. I know we can do it. As for chat, let's get back to your cat donation train. Y'all really kept it chugging along. Thank you so much for that. Alrighty, we have $300 from Terp Kristen that says, for the cats from my crazy trio, Rubble, Riff Raff, and Florence. Aw, thank you so much. Alrighty, we have $10. We have $10 from Anonymous who says, 1 ticket for me and 1 ticket for Scruffy, my Maine Coon. Alrighty, GDQ, it looks like it's time for a quick break. I think this is the time that I will be signing off. Thank you all so much for having me here at Frost Vitals. I had a wonderful time. Let's get that cat incentive met, and I will see you all in chat. Enjoy the rest of the event.
Hello and welcome back to Frost Fatales 2022. My name is Charbunny and I am so excited to be your host for our upcoming Celeste and Mario runs. Of those, the Celeste custom map Into the Jungle is our next run, and there's not a lot of time left to sway the bid wars for both the file name and the character costume. Right now, our character costume has 3 different options you can choose between. One of them is Catalan. Catalan's currently in 3rd place. Catalan involves putting adorable little cat ears and a tail on Madeline, our main character. Battlein, currently at $15 in 2nd place, involves cosplaying as our other part of us, like our other self from that game, sort of the antagonist, but we can play as her in this game. And oh, hey, look at that. In 1st place is Bunnelin, which is my preferred option, but I know that a lot of people want to do Catalan since we're doing a cat incentive later today, but Bunnelin is adding bunny ears and the most adorable fluffy tail to Madeline. So if you would like to see Bunnelin in the game, please keep your donations coming in for that one. Again, that is for Madeline's outfit. Your options are Bunnelin, Battlein, and Catalan, and that will close at the start of the next run. So please get your donations in soon if you'd like to change that one around. We also have an incentive for the name of the file, which will be the same as Madeline's name. Right now, Sanic is in the lead at $100, but again, there is still time to take that one out, pick a different one, but Sanic is currently your leader for Madeline name. And for anyone who's just joining us, we are here raising money for Malala Fund. Malala Fund is working for a world where all girls can learn and lead. Malala Fund advocates for resources and policy changes needed to give all girls a secondary education, invests in local education leaders, and amplifies the voices of girls fighting for change. Learn more at malala.org. That's MALALA.org. While we're getting everything set up, I would love to shout out some of these donations that have been coming in, again, in support of Malala Fund. We have a couple of donations with no comment, but we really do appreciate all of the support. We have $35 from KH, thank you very much. And we have $40 from Anonymous, thank you very much. We also have $20 from Colin, who says, GG's, with 2 exclamation points. That is twice as many exclamation points. Very excited for that. Thank you so much for your support. And keep in mind, we have quite a few games up today. This is, however, the last day of our marathon, so please make sure you're checking that schedule, sticking around for Celeste custom maps up next, Super Mario Odyssey after that, and Fire Emblem, Cadence of Hyrule, and Hades. Hades, by the way, has a special donation incentive. There is a special donation incentive we have today, where if we can match our total from the last event of $127,266.40, that is our grand total from Flame Fatales 2021, we will unlock the EM4 upgrades all bosses for Hades. That's Extreme Measures 4. Hades is a spectacular game to watch as a speedrun, and the more Hades we can get in this marathon, the better off we're gonna be. And again, the good news about that one is it is a milestone incentive, meaning you don't need to choose it on the donation tracker. All of your donations today are going to go towards helping us make that milestone happen. If you are looking for some more immediate incentives, though, we are also still trying to meet that Celeste custom map Cat Isle bonus run. That is a map where the goal is to pet the cats. That is the entire point of that map. It's fantastically adorable. And we're currently at about $8,600 out of a needed $10,000. So less than $1,500 to go, but we will need to meet that before the end of the Into the Jungle run that's up next. That is not a very long run. Frozen Flygon goes really speedy through that jungle. So if you want to see that Cat Isle bonus run, please make sure you select that incentive as you're donating. Oh, and as I'm talking, it's now at 8,700 out of 10,000. So thank you for your continued support towards that all-important incentive. And hey, speaking of support, I'd love to shout out our sponsor, The Yeti. The Yeti is donating $5 per Frost Fatales shirt sold to Malala Fund. We also have a Frost Fatales event pin available, which is a first for Frame Fatales events. You can find these at theyeti.com. And this is your last day to order those. This is the last day of the event. So if you've been thinking about it this week, if you've been wondering if you want one of those t-shirts, now's your chance. You need to order them now or they won't be available again. We actually have 2 t-shirts this event, one with our adorable mascot and another one featuring characters from a lot of the games that you've seen throughout the marathon so far, such as Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses, which is a game that's coming up later today. So if Byleth or Kurosawa Rei from Fatal Frame 3 or Gum for Jet Set Radio Future or Mona from WarioWare or any of your favorite characters, make sure to check out that t-shirt. Again, that is at theyeti.com. We do have more donations coming in. I do see these. Thank you again, everyone, for your support towards all of the incentives for Malala Fund. This is incredible. For example, we have $25 from Ohei, who just says, Celeste. Excellent point. Celeste, indeed. We also have $25 from Andy K. No comment, but thank you for your generosity. And $25 from Alien Crustacean. Again, no comment, but really appreciate all of the support. And remember, those incentives for Madeline's name and Madeline's outfit do close at the start of the Into the Jungle run, not at the end. They're closed at the very, very start of the run. So if you want to influence those, not a lot of time left. And just to update everyone on our donation total for the event, just because I noticed it went over to another 1,000 mark, we have currently raised $108,080.10. I can totally read numbers, everyone. This is fantastic. One more time, $108,080.10 for Malala Fund so far today. Again, our milestone that we're trying to hit today, it's a ways off, but I really do think we can make it happen, is $127,266.40, which would match our highest ever total during a Frame Fatales event. And that record is from Flame Fatales 2021, which was last year. We are definitely making good progress today, but we'll need to keep those donations coming in if we do want to make that happen. I would also like to call out that Frost Fatales and other hotfix events and shows are brought to you by viewers like you. Your subscriptions and bits help keep the channel running for these fun events, including shows One and Doneathon, Unapologetically Black and Fast, Time Capsule, Mercy Kill, Tina's RPG Show, I guess, Legally Cute, and more. So if you have, let's say, a Prime Gaming sub, I don't know what that means. That's just a word that they sometimes tell us to say. Chat, if you know what that is, maybe consider putting that towards the GDQ channel. That supports speedrunning year-round and so many of these events that hopefully you know and love, or if you're just tuning in for the first time, that you'll grow to love. We're really happy to have you all here. We're really excited by all of the fantastic support we've seen so far throughout this marathon. And again, really hoping to break some records today for charity. We have another couple of donations with no comment, but thank you, Level Story, for your $25 contribution, and Buffy Loves Max for your $20 contribution. All of these mean so much to us and to charity. And you already know that all these donations, of course, are making a difference for a fantastic cause, but did you know that you may also have a chance to win one of our fantastic prizes? Let's head over to the terrific trio of Frozen Flygon Scent and the Possibly Cursed Couch to learn more.
Let's get. Oh, come on.
Let's go. All right. I'm like five or six on that one. That was pretty good.
Oh, hello everyone, and welcome back to Frost Fatales 2022. My name is Sent, and I am joined as always by the absolutely amazing Frozen Flygon. Frozen, how are you doing today?
I am doing great, and you are absolutely amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. But you know what is actually absolutely amazing? All the prizes that you all can win by donating today to Frost Fatales and to Malala Fund. Let's take a look at some of these amazing prizes we have. From our good friend Wolf Shadow, we have a couple of awesome patches. First off, we have this winged strawberry from Celeste here for a $5 minimum donation. Absolutely lovely. They're iron-on patches. You know, you can see the back. It's got a little peel-off sticker. You peel it off. You iron it on to the clothes that you want it to be on. Bang, you got a beautiful winged strawberry right there for a $5 minimum donation, or for a $15 minimum donation, we have a lovely collection of Sonic heads here. I'll just
There we go. We got a bunch of them.
Yeah, one at a time. You know,
I'll hold it up the right way, hopefully.
Yeah, you know, we got Eggman, we got Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, of course, as well as Shadow. Look at all of these beautiful Sonic head icons. You could have $15 minimum donation for the set of them. And again, they come to us from Wolf Shadow. Thank you so much, Wolf Shadow, for sending those out.
Absolutely. And speaking of Celeste prizes, we have a handful of Celeste prizes here, and you know I'm excited for that, of course.
I don't know why you would be. I mean, who could have guessed?
Yeah, I'm just a little bit of a Celeste fan going on.
Pick out your favorite one, Cor. I know you want to talk about it.
So the absolutely favorite Celeste prize we have from the event is, of course, a signed copy of the physical edition of Celeste. So firstly, physical editions of this game are not easy to come by. And secondly, it has signatures from Noel, Maddie, Pedro, Amora, and Heidi, which is just absolutely incredible. So thank you so much to the developers for signing this, sending us in a prize for Frost Fatales 2022. They even signed the event for you, so you'll know when you want it. This is a $25 minimum donation. And as a bonus, if you donate $25, you're actually getting into everything we're going to talk about during this segment.
Yep. All of the prizes that we have here and more could be yours for a $25 minimum donation. Also for a $25 minimum donation, we have this lovely acrylic on canvas painting of Madeline and Badeline titled Reflections from Carolyn Design. Like, come on, Frozen. This is so good, right?
It's beautiful. The expression on, I love the sass that Madeline has. Like, she's not just a color swap of Madeline. She's got her own personality, and it completely shows in this painting. And the colors, the lighting on Madeline's jacket, it is the detail is just absolutely incredible.
It's a wonderful recreation. You know, if you've played Celeste, you get the emotion of this scene, right? You know, Madeline's tentative nature, Madeline's kind of mischievous, kind of evil nature coming out here. If you haven't played Celeste, go play Celeste. What are you doing? Like, come on. Amazing game.
You could, have the stream open while you're playing Celeste. We'll cheer you on.
Exactly. $25 minimum donation. Thank you so much, Carolyn. Now, also for a $25 minimum donation from our good friend Bookworm, we have this absolutely incredible cross stitch here, featuring, you know, the classic Zelda 1 line, "It's dangerous to go alone." Take this with a rainbow-colored Master Sword going through the Triforce and the Hylian emblem. It's so cool. I love the work on this. I love the something we don't really talk about a lot with cross stitches is the idea of shading, right?
Yes.
I mean, because, you know, it's stitching. You're limited to single color of thread, whatever you're putting through the fabric here. And yet there is just this beautiful gradient through the rainbow.
Yeah, that is just amazing looking at that gradient. And it comes with its frame. It's ready to go on your wall. Wherever you go, it's amazing.
It is super cool. $25 minimum donation as well. Thank you so much to Bookworm, and there are even more prizes that you're going to be entered with that $25 minimum donation. You're going to be entered into a one-of-a-kind Frost Fatales banner, the same banner that you could see on Twitter and on the GDQ website from our in-house artist, LLK. Absolutely fantastic. We print one of them about 6 feet long by 1.5 feet or so wide, and that's it. We don't reuse the designs for anything. You know, we don't put them anywhere. That's a piece of GDQ history, of Frame Fatales history, that you could have for only a $25 minimum donation. We've got so many other amazing prizes. From Alley Cat, we have a lovely poster of the Black Eagles from Fire Emblem Three Houses. From Paticus Mach, we have a super cool cross-stitch of Cerberus from Hades. There are so many great prizes, and you can go over to gamesdonequick.com if you'd like to find out more of them. But remember that with that $25 minimum donation, you're not just getting into all the prizes we talked about. You're getting yourself $25 towards our grand prizes, which are $125 cumulative donations throughout the event. First off, from our friends over at SkyTech Gaming, we have this lovely SkyTech Gaming Mark 7 custom PC. You can head over to gamesdonequick.com and find out all the information you need about the specs, but it is definitely a beast of a PC. You want it for sure. And if you're more of a console gamer fan, also for $125 cumulatively throughout the marathon, we have a PS5.
Yes.
Who doesn't want a PS5? Who can get a hold of a PS5 right now?
I can't. I only have a PlayStation 3. I'm like 2 gens behind over here.
I'm with you, Frozen. I skipped out a PlayStation or 2 or 4.
Yep.
But trust me, PlayStation 5.
You want the 5.
You want it. You could have it. $125 cumulatively
And it's
throughout the event.
It's the last day of the marathon. So this is it.
This is
you
your
gotta
last
get
chance.
it in today.
You gotta get those donations in. You definitely want to, and you don't want to go anywhere because we have so many amazing speedruns coming up today. We've got a full day of awesome runs, including this next run by someone called Frozen Frygon.
I think it might be a K, Frozen Fly Kagon, like that.
Oh, okay, I got it. Not sure who that is.
No.
I'm sure it's gonna be absolutely amazing though. Stay tuned, don't miss it.
Wow, the prizes are always so fantastic, and it's incredible to see so much love for all of these games. Also, I counted 3 different prizes that are Celeste themes, and a single $25 minimum donation gets you into all of those? That sounds like a win. I think that sounds like an absolute win. And speaking of Celeste, this is your very last chance to get in donations toward our 2 incentives that close at the start of the next run. That is the next thing on the schedule. Not a lot of time left. We are looking to name Madeline. That is still our Sanic. Sorry, I keep reading it as Sonic. It's very clearly Sanic. Sanic is still in the lead at $100 there. So if you want to name Madeline something else, now's your chance. And for Madeline's outfit, a bid worth that I'm keeping a very close eye on. It just shifted as I was talking. Madeline is currently in the lead with $75. Bonalyn close behind at $60. Catalan lagging a little bit at $10, but anyone can sway this race. It has been changing back and forth during that whole prize segment. So if you want to pick Madeline's outfit, if you want to choose between Madeline, who you saw as part of one of those prizes, and Bunalyn, which you haven't seen, but again, I cannot emphasize this enough, has bunny ears, please make sure you get your donations in ASAP. Speaking of donations, we have, oh, look at this, $25 from Bunny, who says, Bunny. It's the fun spelling where it's B-N-U-U-Y, like the cute bunny. I'm really excited about that. So please, again, if you're interested in that costume war, please get your donations in now. We also have $130 from Yuko, who says, cats, less than 3. Thank you for that donation. And $125 from Anonymous, who says, kitties, period. Kitties. Excellent point. We are also trying to make that Celeste Cat Isle bonus run happen. That is less than $100 away. We are less than $100 from adding a Cat Isle bonus run into this marathon. Again, that is a run that is all about petting the cats. Frozen Flygon, if this is met, will go through and pat a whole bunch of cats on an adorable little island as quickly and as adorably as she possibly can. So please make sure you get your donations in for that as well. Donations again, such as $100 from players A plus B who say, we heard there were some cats. Let's see them. I agree. Let's see the cats. We also have $25 from Hellycat, who says, been looking forward to this run and this runner host combo all event. And now I hear that we can have cats too. I'm so excited. You and me both, Hellycat, you and me both. Just gonna take a look at that. There's now only $50 standing between us and that Cat Isle bonus run. I'm also keeping an eye. Sanic is still in the lead for Madeline name. Madeline is still in the lead for Madeline outfit. Wow, that is a tongue twister. Feel free to try that one out if you'd like. But these races are very, very close. Any donations can sway the tide of that battle. So if you would like to help influence that outfit for Madeline that we will be using for these upcoming runs, you want to get your donations in as soon as you can. Right now, hit the button, GameSoQuick.com, donate button. It's very bright, very easy to see. Oh my goodness, chat, I just saw it. We have met the incentive for the Cat Isle bonus run. That means that at the conclusion of this Into the Jungle run, we will see Frozen Flygon dash through Cat Isle and pet all of the adorable and deserving kitties. Thank you so much to everyone who helped us meet that $10,000 incentive. That was a very high incentive goal, but chat, everyone watching, you're amazing. You made it happen. Thank you so much. And with that, we're also getting really close to our next big number on the tracker. I'm looking at $109,573 right now. And it just went up again. We are now less than $500 away from getting $110,000 raised for charity this event. Reminder, our overall goal for today, the number that we're trying to beat, because we're speedrunners, we like to beat our previous records. The overall number we're trying to beat is going to be $127,266.40, and that was our grand total from Flame Fatale's 2021, which was our highest earning event and was the last event that we ran as a Flame Fatales group. So if you'd like to help us just casually smash that record, please keep your donations coming in. There are so many donations coming in as well. We have $25 from Abutu, who says, gotta get Cat Island met. We did. Good job, everyone. Please feel free to take out your hand and gently pat yourself on the back if you helped us reach that incentive. Your donations are much, much appreciated. We also have $5 from Non-Binary Code, who says, Sanic says trans rights. Absolutely, trans rights. We also have $5 from Failed Uplink, who says, I want to see more Celeste and cats. We do have those things. Looking at our donation wars as well, just because, I might be very invested. Bunnelin is back in the lead, $115 to Battlein at 75. Catalan still at 10. We still have a little bit of time before that run starts, but it's about to happen, so please donate very, very fast. Speed run that donation if you want to influence that bid war. We also have $25 from the Comfy Panda, who says, have to donate to help us reach the Cat Isle bonus run. More Celeste, more GDQ, more Frost Fatales. I agree with all of those things, and I am happy to announce that we are about ready. So I hope you've got your backpack packed